We are live. Yes, that's right. We are live and we are ready to go. It's Wednesday. You know what that means? It means that gentleman. Yes, I turned the right way. That gentleman right there, we're going to be celebrating his birthday. So if you haven't said happy birthday yet, you're behind times. Get in there. Say happy birthday to my boy. We're going to celebrate. And what better way to celebrate than some crazy wrestling? We're going to go for however long it takes, but we're not going anywhere tonight. But yeah, folks, tune in. Don't miss a minute. AEW Grand Slam coming your way. New champion. And there's a crazy echo. I don't know if you guys can hear it. I can hear it. But we're coming back in a second, folks. Remember. Let's go. Ding, ding, ding. And in all the excitement, I caused a technical error. I had my own echo. But that being said, I have fixed the problem. So I'll remind everyone once again, we are the Wrasslin 4 Live Network. That is Big Nick. That is the birthday boy. That's why we got balloons. That's why we're celebrating. And as I said before we went to the little video, we got AEW Dynamite Grand Slam tonight. I'm sure the action's about to start. We are ready, folks. It's going to be a big night. A new champion, possibly new tag champions, possibly new women's champion. The card is stacked, and still, most people in wrestling are talking about a bunny. So, without further ado, I am KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube, Mr. Every Night. Back at it again, the guy who just won't go home, and I'm happy, honored, thrilled, pleased to be with the, well, where do we begin? Don't do it. I got it. No, we're going to go with the master of mayhem.
What?
The troublemaker. The best friend. Of me. You. Everyone else. Here we go. It's going to be a fun time. He is the Baron of Banter.
Right.
He is.
Yeah, no, back at it like a jackrabbit.
Well, what?
I said back at it like a jackrabbit.
Yeah, no kidding, buddy. But we are ready to go. This is my boy, the birthday boy, not in his birthday suit, but in a scarf.
Thankfully, I like being on YouTube.
Respectfully. Wear some clothes. That being said, folks, that is Big Nick. Happy birthday, buddy.
Thank you, and thank you to everybody in the chat there saying happy birthday. Yeah, no, I'm excited, and of course, I've got a stack card, for my birthday. We're kicking it off with the Ring of Honor World Title match between Jericho and Claudio.
There you go. So, folks, I know we're just getting started. We're going to get to the comments and the greetings and all the fun stuff. Welcome to the show. If you're new here, like, subscribe, join the family. We do these streams, and we like to have a good time. We like to have fun. And clearly, I came out of the gate with a lot of heat. And we're going to pull it back a little. But, folks, it's going to be an insane night. And like I said, we're all talking about the bunny. We're all talking about 923 as well. We'll keep that in the back of our mind. We won't get into it too far tonight because there is a lot of action. Make your predictions. What is your Nick pick for this match?
Yeah. Send nitpicks responsibly, folks. But yeah, every match tonight is a title match, if you really think about it. We've got the Ring of Honor World Title. We've got the tag title match. We've got the women's Fatal Four-Way. We've got a new AEW World Champion being crowned. Granted, I think the one that leaves with the belt is not in the match currently. And we've got the All Atlantic match as well.
Oh, yeah, that's right. All right. So lots of belts. So how many title matches is that? 5? 5. Over under being 2.5?
Ooh. I didn't even think about fully time and everything like that because I know Rampage is going to 2 hours. I didn't know about this.
No. My bad. I didn't want to clear it. The over under on how many title changes.
Oh.
If there's 5 title matches, if the over under, what if the over under was 1.5?
So there has to be 2 to hit the over. I would take the over on that one. If the line's at 2.5, like you said, I take the under.
So you think 2 is a good?
I think 2 is the deadline.
Yeah. Yeah, no, realistically, I mean, it's rare you get 3-4 title changes in the same night.
Right.
So, but yeah, we can definitely get 1 or 2. So, I would same thought about 2. We'd lucky if we get a third. Now,
Right.
unless you count, we get a new champion and then a new champion. That would technically.
Oh, if you do that, then I guess that's splitting hairs. I mean, that's really then I
There's
guess
a little bit of a
take it
caveat.
over. That's a little playing with the line there.
Right. Don't like what you're doing here. So yeah, as I mentioned, it's Big Nick's birthday, and we're happy to be here as always. I'm looking forward to the stream, and I really want to see how this plays out. What does Tony have up his sleeves, as he says? I'm really curious where he goes with this. And again, WWE making a lot of headlines, lots of news, lots of buzz. I don't know, Nick. Tony's got to get something.
Tony's chance to really kind of come out there and kind of say, I'm course correcting. This is where I'm going here. This is a new way to go. Like, if you have MJF, as I keep predicting, is going to leave with the belt, then I feel like that's a statement to Punk, to the EVPs, to Kenny, to the Bucks of like, see, I can still draw headlines and I don't need you.
That's kind of a valid point. That's a great way to put it. And as we know, dude, they're not the biggest needle movers in the company. They're not the ones that do spike. The Kenny didn't get as big of. We've had more of an uptick on Dynamite as far as viewers go when, we're just talking about Punk. Never mind when Kenny returned. Like, it's interesting.
Yeah, Kenny returned and surprisingly people clicked off.
Nobody.
And as much as I even rag on Chris Jericho, he has been a constant of AEW that he is still known to every kind of common wrestling fan. And so, folks, let us know who you have for this match right now between Claudio and Chris Jericho. I don't see. I think the world would kind of burn a little bit if Chris Jericho is holding the Ring of Honor world title. So I think I got to go with Claudio on this one.
Yeah, but I could also see him going, "Hey, Tony, I haven't had that one before."
Oh, for fun.
It would be amazing to say, "I've won all the belts."
You can just imagine it, Chris. Just imagine it.
Right, but you could see that happening. Hey, Tony,
I very much could, but I think you kill all of Claudio's momentum. I mean, the man looks like $1 million right now.
He's good, and he's getting a great reaction from the crowd, Nick. He really is.
Oh, yeah.
Now, real quick, as this match is going on, in honor of the day, remember, folks, why we're here, why we showed up. Don't forget, we do have a link, and we'll drop it in the chat. It is below in the description. We are raising money for mental health awareness on the channel tonight. So click, if you can spare a couple nickels, a couple quarters, whatever you got, go click that link. We in honor of Nick's birthday, what a better gift than giving, and a testament to what a great guy he is. So before he says a bunch of shit, the Master of Mayhem, my best friend, your best friend, the troublemaker, Mr. Big Nick Heyman. You're the Master of Mayhem, everybody's best friend, Big Nick, on a Friday. Why?
Why? AEW. What? NWA. What? Impact. What? GCW. What? NWA. What? XPW. What? BCW. Why?
You can go to Raw, SmackDown, NXT, Dynamite, Rampage, baseball, football,
and adult beverage.
Look, with $20, you probably can get yourself a hot dog and a water bottle.
Well, fitting that I'm here and it's mayhem.
Happy birthday, big guy.
I don't know what to say.
What?
Right.
What else would you say?
That was awesome. That, like our intro, that was awesome. Just yes, thank you. I got me with the mumble mouth over here. Yeah, no, right. That was why.
That's right. I mumbled all over the intro. We're good. Oh, fucking hell. CJ makes me. 3 death matches in XPW, Halloween, and Hell. This is how you know you have true wrestling fans on the channel. Because you go like this. Trevor Murdoch versus Matt Cardona in Hard Times, November 12th. We will be here for that, by the way.
Right.
And then it's 3 death matches in XPW. We might be here for that. That's a maybe. Solid maybe.
Well, just letting us know of every kind of sort of wrestling show that's going on. Just
right.
You know.
But then after pointing out, some good wrestling coming up, guys. Oh, by the way, happy birthday, Big Nick.
I'm always the afterthought, and I'm fine with that.
Oh.
No, thank you very much. Thank you to everybody. And I'm still trying to, we're gonna keep it together after that video.
Yo, I'm playing that again later. Don't worry.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You're gonna play that in the second hour too.
Oh, Jesus. That's gonna be the white rabbit of the channel.
Right. Looking forward to John Moxley versus Bryan. So the main event. Yeah, I think we all are. We all, for different reasons. Some of us are excited to see Danielson finally get the belt. Some of us love Moxley. Not this, some of us. And then some other people are waiting for the swerve, waiting for MJF, waiting for the scarf to show up. So there's a lot of intrigue with the main event. So good job, Tony. Good job, AEW. We all want to know what's happening. Whatever comes of it, we want to know. Just don't fuck it up.
Yeah, well, they keep building it as the biggest main event in Dynamite's history and everything like that, of it being, for the vacant world title. It's John Moxley, and they play into how many times these guys have been world champs outside of AEW as well.
Yeah, that's the funniest thing to have it. Like, I mean, I get to acknowledge it, but it's funny when it's like part of their stat line, right? Like, I mean, fair enough.
That's what part of amps up that match is. Oh, they're like an X-time world champion.
Yeah, interesting billing that way, but kudos. And everybody wants to know what's going to take, what's going to take place, how this is going to play out. And again, ultimately, who's going to leave Queens with the belt tonight? And again, there's a possible out for all 3. That makes sense and works.
Right. Absolutely. And we've even heard, I've watched a lot of MGF interviews lately when he was on Wrasslin on Barstool Sports, his interview with Ariel Helwani and everything. And even I think Tony's come out and talked about how, MJF could cash in whatever. But even he's kind of said, maybe I cash in at, Grand Slam. Maybe I cash in the next week. Maybe I cash in here. And very much he's just there to pick the bones out of whoever wins, whether it be Moxley or Bryan.
Right. Oh, I got Jericho and Claudio up on the top rope, by the way, in the turnbuckle.
Oh.
Have you guys made a prediction yet? I know we haven't got down there because we yap so much, but we are going to get there. We are definitely going to get there. Happy hump day, Gary. That's right, folks. Friday Junior tomorrow. Friday's there. So the weekend's pretty much here already. And we're already celebrating. We already feel like it's the weekend. So, yeah, folks.
Right. It's a national holiday today, folks.
Wow. Big move from Jericho off the top. It's a national holiday. Should be.
I didn't know which one you were saying wow to there.
Both. I've been hearing rumors that Paige may debut on AEW tonight. Interesting.
Reach.
You think it's a possibility?
It's everything was a possibility until Papa Paul got put in charge.
I just feel like for the athletes that are like borderline, like some have some like medical medical hindrance because of their career or their old injury. Oh shit! Wow, and the crowd is alive, by the way. But yeah, like. I don't know why I think this, and it could be completely inaccurate. So anyone can call me on my bullshit anytime. I'm just pulling this out of my ass. But to me, it really looks like if you went to AEW and you had, you were like a Jeff Hardy or a Matt Hardy or some of the guys that have a past, Tony's kind of a little flippy floppy with it, where, corporate WWE is very, no, you got to pass the physical. You got to hit this. You got to be that. You can't be doing this. So I could see her ending up in AEW possibly.
That's not a bad point at all of that. I mean, I guess Jeff Hardy's a prime example of Tony at times plays fast and loose with the rules, while WWE is very much clean cut, corporate, sterile.
Fast and loose. Claudio and the sharpshooter, by the way. And yes, I don't know if you guys are watching this at home. If you can't catch it, the crowd is electric, Nick.
Oh, absolutely. we've been saying this match kind of feels like a mini pay-per-view card. Like this is what if this was say the All Out card. Wow.
Wow. No, I mean that's we'll see if it carries through for the full 2 hours, Nick. But like you said, a lot of intriguing matches. So there's no reason why they wouldn't. Good start to the match. Good match to start the night. Both guys are in there, and yeah, I mean, they're not disappointing.
Oh no, not at all.
And
This is very much a back and forth match, and a good match at that. And it's fitting to me. I think this is the perfect spot to put this match on the card. Of it's gonna get attention because it's Jericho, it's Claudio, but it's not your main event, so better off to open with it.
Right? No, I don't disagree with that at all. Especially if you're just clicking around looking for something to watch at the top of the hour, and you're
right.
Oh wait, is that Chris Jericho and Cesaro?
Right? Yeah. Am I watching WWE because we've got Chris Jericho, we've got Cesaro in the ring. All that's changed is I didn't know they were on TBS.
Right.
That's why that AEW's transparent right now. That that logo's transparent.
Happy birthday, Nick. Happy birthday, Nick. Happy birthday, Nick. Happy birthday.
Why? My wife's gonna come and can slap me. But no, thank you, everybody. It's greatly appreciated. I did not expect anything like this. Then again, I'm not surprised.
I wouldn't be. Happy birthday, Watt.
Why?
But I can't help like that. The middle part of that video kills me when you just.
Well, my face the whole time. I look like I'm having a stroke.
Happy Big Nick Day.
See, it's national holiday. It's across the U.S. Happy Big Nick Day.
Smoke one for Big Nick. Well, I mean, send whatever one you were going to smoke. Send it to him. It's his birthday.
No, just put that shit in rotation.
That's it. Let's go.
Right. I'm like Santa, Nicholas, Saint Nick. Instead of Saint Nick, I'm Big Nick. Just leave your vitamins out.
Claudio for the win. Jericho over Claudio.
Oh, no.
I don't see it. Lion Tamer, by the way. Rocco, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Damian, JV.
We're going stringing.
Oh, we're going for the swing. Juice, Dale, Chris. I read the happy birthdays and not the names. Mike, Gary, Swimmy, Swanson. Evening, guys. I don't know if you noticed, but when they showed the graphics for Matt, yes. Background showed. Yes, it's picking up steam. Now, is it just coincidence? We'll find out. I don't think it is.
Oh, that was a little stumbly-fumbly. I think that one's coincidence. I think a lot of the other stuff on that, I know we've hit on it before, it is very much not coincidence. I think that one just might be one of those that when everything looks like it's pointing one way, you still keep looking for everything.
I got my buddy drinking the Bray juice. Claudio wins the match. Good call, Dale. I'm with Dale.
Yeah.
Well, 47-0.
Yeah, the man's got a Goldberg streak, Jade Cargill streak going on.
Dale's the Goldberg of the Wrasslin.
Jericho goes for the baseball bat, but Claudio catches it, saying, "Not today."
Happy birthday! I'm going with Claudio on this match. I love that one full sentence. Oh yeah, happy birthday! Thank you, Gary. Or you know what I mean.
Thank you, Gary. Thank you, boss. Thank you, Victor. Thank you, JV. Thank you, Tatila. Everybody.
Happy birthday, Big Nick. These camera cuts are dope. All right.
You're kidding me, eh?
What?
Shit.
No. My shit froze.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. What happened?
Folks, get out your pitchforks. Storm the castle. Chris Jericho is reigning, defending, undisputed Ring of Honor World Champion. What the fuck?
I told you, Tony, buddy.
You killed Claudio.
You killed Claudio. You
look what they did to my boy.
I'm telling you. You remember that time, Tony, that I fell off that cage for you?
Remember the mimosa match?
Right. Do you remember I carried the company for a year all on my own?
Do you remember? I was the one that consoled you when that whole backstage brawl was happening during the scrum. I was
Right?
there for you, Tony. You, oh my God. And the whole
I told
Jackass
you, buddy.
Society's out there with them, all the way from Frankenhager to Coke and Diet Coke to Pissant Guevara.
By the way, I'm a big fan of the Coke Diet Coke nickname that we coined, but the Frankenhager is real fucking solid.
Well, and then if you look at the Ass Boys too, then you've got Cola and Diet Cola to go with Coke and Diet Coke.
Right? Well, I kind of chuckled at the whole, the firm ass boys.
That's good. That's good.
Right? They joined the firm, so now the firm ass
Right,
boys.
they got a firm ass. Pause.
Pause.
But yeah, so
What the
what the
fuck?
hell? It's already chaos going on because Jericho is now the
One
Ring of
title
Honor World
change.
Champion.
Right? You're
What?
over under too.
Right. Fuck that line now. We might get 5. Oh, I'm getting a video package right now for the main event between Moxley and Danielson of just showing, everything that these men have done in AEW, and that is going to be an absolute slobber knocker, to quote JR.
A slobbery knockery.
Pause.
Why does that sound way different than a slobber knocker?
Because one sounds like sloppy toppy poppy, and the other's a fight.
Oh man. Happy Wednesday.
Right. Already off the
Victor,
rails, and we're 20 minutes in.
have you ever had a person wish you happy birthday while wearing your shirt?
No, it's a very right. Depends on the situation.
I heard it from the
Never of
background.
the same gender. I'll put it that way.
Did you say tender?
Gender.
Oh, I think you said tender. I was like, pardon?
No.
What?
But Victor, you are very tender to me, and you can be very, you can be styling and profiling like Victor right there. You can go
That's
ahead
not
and
where
get
I thought you were going with this. I'm so glad you took a Louis. That was awesome. I really
Right.
thought you were going to keep beating that whole tangent home. But
Nope. So you can go ahead and get yourself a lovely white t-shirt. A white t-shirt, especially. I mean, it's my birthday. White. Today's the day I
It's
came
my
out.
birthday.
Boom. White. Today's the day of my birth. White. Or you can, let everybody know what you got going on. You can let them know you are here for everything and anything. You are the Every Night Delight, Mr. Every Night t-shirt. Or if you're just sick, all the nonsense, all the backstage, all of this. If you're the CM Punk of the Fern group and everything, you just need to let people to know they need to cut the shit.
cut the shit. I can't go that low. I gotta go high.
Right.
I can't go high. I gotta go low. Pink Ranger, how you doing? Hope you're doing well.
Right.
Happy birthday. Some love from the fam to each other.
Yeah.
We're cutting some more shit.
Have you seen? It's the weirdest, and I'll say this because right now we're in a commercial break, folks. It's the weirdest thing that I saw to where Tony's like at his most recent interview and he's scissoring the podcast host, and it looks just so like you're
Awkward.
the CEO, you're the boss of this company.
Stop that.
Act professional.
Can you stop looking me in the eyes like that?
Right. I'm not having any of this shit.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Happy effing birthday, Nick. October 31st, CJV wrestle a mop.
Is that before or after you go trick-or-treating?
JV, you let us know what stream it's on. We'll do a watch party for you.
Right, we'll do a watch party to that.
Right? I'll give you a live reaction. Cut me, birthday boy, or scissor me, cut me. What the fuck?
See, you got me onto this, just like you got me into the Brayspiracy. Now you turned me into like the AEW's New Age Outlaws, and so I'm here for it.
Right. I'm wearing a special thong in celebration of Big Nick's birthday.
Oh yeah, big boy.
Christ, people are.
People are tuning in, wondering what the fuck's going on.
You know, moments like this when they say, "Oh, you can't pick your family." Yeah, well.
Exactly.
Summer says, "Happy birthday, Nick."
Thank you.
Matt Hardy said on an interview, Jeff Hardy is on his way to AEW soon.
Oh, and we were on such a good roll.
Yeah, let's not go there right now. Do we have to get into this?
Right.
On a moment of celebration, I feel bad, right? Like
a lot of people are not going to
look. We don't need to get into this. Let's keep our summery feeling, keep that summer vibe, and be good. So
feel good Wednesday night.
That's it. What's up, Ringin? Should I call him Ringin or Return or RR? RR,
matey. Ringing.
What's up, Rings? James, good to see you, buddy. Hello, ladies.
Hello, ladies.
I called it.
Oh, Lord. I'm mad at you. You're right.
What?
Oh. No, with him saying he called Jericho winning. I think he's the only one who did.
I actually thought Cesaro was going to do it, but I fully could have, I fully play that scenario in my head and go, yeah, that could happen. And then it happened, and I'm like, yeah, it probably happened, right? Just literally, and that's part of the problem with AEW when you have like the EVPs doing that, when you have, other new, when you're listening to the wrestlers all the time, they get everything they want. If there was a real management system in place, half the shit we've seen Jericho do, we would have seen. Because somebody would have said, no, Jericho, that's fucking dumb. We're not doing it. And this is a perfect example. No, we're not going to stomp on Cesaro's heat. We're not going to stomp on Cesaro's heat. We're not going to do it. But instead, everyone's best friend says, I have another belt. You haven't had that one? No.
Right.
Oh,
well, and I guess to be the contrarian here, as we get Swerve and Our Glory coming out, and I'm feel surprised that this kind of came to me. But so what's going to draw headlines? Because we talked about how before the White Rabbit right now has pretty much drawn every wrestling headline. Chris Jericho as the Ring of Honor World Champion. It's one of those of, like I said, it's good. What's going to get the internet wrestling community up in arms of somebody that's such a sports entertainer has such a pro wrestling world championship right now?
I don't know, but I mean, and you see it now with the Acclaimed got themselves over. It's big, and you talk about being clickbaity and making news and headlines. Same idea. Now they got to figure out what makes more noise. The Acclaim's getting, the Acclaim getting screwed, or the fans getting what they want. I'm curious on this one. I know we differ. If I was booking this, Swerve goes home with Lee and the belts.
I still think the Acclaimed win here. Even it's almost more interesting now that we already had one title change. But I mean, god damn, are they over? And I think, like you said before, this is a perfect opportunity for Swerve and Our Glory to heel turn. We watched them kind of wrestle heel on, I believe it was Wrestling Revolver, and it worked perfectly.
Scissor me daddy ass. Things I never thought I'd consistently hear on the fucking
Hell has frozen over, folks.
Right, it's moments like this where I'm like, all right, some of the old guys are funny, but I know they're not going to like it.
Right. Yeah. See it now. It's weird because you've kind of gone to where I was of like, really, this is what we're doing.
No, but I love it. I love it. No, I truly like it. I think we need more of this shit that the crowd is engaged with. And I've appreciated them. I'm not going to knock it. Like I said, for anyone out there right now, and again, some of them, like, our buddy Jim, he'll probably say he hated both of them. But one of the biggest things in wrestling history was Generation X, where they ran around and said, suck it, and made dick jokes and all that fun stuff. And it was over shit, and it was funny. So this, to me, is just like the 2022 New Age Outlaws, where it's almost like Billy couldn't coach his own kids to be better, so he took a better tag team. I'll be these. I'll go with these guys.
Oh yeah, every time that I see them, and granted, now we've got the crowd, of course, chanting right along with "Oh, bask in his glory."
Right.
Both of these teams are super over, but still, every time I see the Acclaimed, especially I guess because Max comes out and raps and everything, I'm expecting, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages.
Right. But you think Billy would have said to his kids, maybe they said, "Fuck off, Dad. We don't want to hear your shit." But it's just
they look more like Billy and Chuck.
Oh wow.
If you know, you know.
I called it. No, you didn't. Did he? Let's go
I
back.
don't know. You can have that. That ain't even what I'm at.
Yeah. Says you.
Right. Yeah. Fuck it. It's my birthday. I'll allow it.
Very. BS. I agree. James,
Right.
you're not wrong. Damn, Jericho won. Victor, yes. Listen, I'm not shocked. I'm not stunned. I'm surprised. I'm not sure it was good for business. But again, are you just moving belts into the hands of people that we know? What Jericho being ROH champion is going to be a big deal tomorrow.
Right. That's I think that's the part of it. I think it goes even, and I guess I have to double down because I've talked about with Logan Paul facing Roman at Saudi. It very much is that kind of same vibe of we need attention, we need headlines, we need stuff that people are going to know. People are going to read Chris Jericho and probably have forgotten what wrestling promotion he's in, but now people are tuning back into WWE. Right. So, I remember that guy.
Oh shit! A Hurricane Rana by Keith Lee.
The most agile big man that I can think of right now.
Keith's letting his hair grow out a little, and he's got a bit of salt and pepper going on. He's actually starting to look like Fraser Crane. Happy birthday, Nick, from Alicia.
Thank you. Hi, Alicia.
Bye, Alicia. No, I'm just kidding.
Bye, Alicia.
This sucks. What, us? No, I mean Jericho. We know Jericho sucks, but
I almost feel like that's going to become a thing now of like, you know what to do during a commercial break? Beat up Austin Theory.
Time to beat up Austin Theory.
Right, instead of beat up John Cena, beat up Austin Theory.
Why did you look? Nobody happy about this Jericho. Look, Jericho sucks.
Right.
Give me a break, Jericho. Yeah. There you go. That's why this happened.
But that's the thing is everybody's clicking.
Buddy, I can't wait.
Get it. It's one of those.
I can hear him now.
Me. Sorry, go ahead.
I can hear him now. He's probably already cut. Dave Meltzer probably already released his quote of like, I've won more belts than everybody. Nobody's won all these belts. Oh shit.
So they are right now, and I guess I'll take this time. AEW is airing their ads for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. So we are raising money tonight for mental health awareness. There's a link in the chat, a link in the description, pretty much everywhere on our socials, everywhere. So absolutely, even if you can't donate anything, just listen to the message. It's very passionate to both of us, and there is no normal. Normal is a lie. Your normal is different than my normal. My normal is different than that man's normal. So you're good.
No, that's it, folks. It's like I said, there's a link in the chat. There's a link in the description. There's also links on our social media. And again, we all go through our ups and downs. There's nobody out there that hasn't had a blue day or a black day or a long month or shit times or ups and downs or things out of our control that we have no capability of handling on our own. So it's a great cause. Click the link if you can. Thank you. If you can't, just support those around you. Be an ear. Don't always jump to conclusions. This channel from day one has been all about positivity, all about love. And this knucklehead next to me just came out of left field, just showed up in my chat one day, started talking, and we bond like best friends, like brothers.
I still live in left field.
Man, this guy randomly just, I don't even know him. He just started sending me inspirational videos, and it perking up my day. He doesn't even know he's doing it. So big shout out to Big Nick. Great cause. He could have asked, for a lot of things for his birthday, but all he asked was for some donations to help others. So thank you, sir. And happy birthday.
No, thank you. I've found, my wrestling family, even though none of us have ever met or anything like that, even me or CJ, we've still pretty much, it's all just been through here and everything. But we feel like three brothers from another mother. But that's the thing, folks, is if you're ever in a situation like that, or if you ever think that, the whole world's against you, you're not alone in this. If anything, you've got us. Even if I've never met you, even if you're just poking in and this is the first thing you've ever heard us say on the channel, I got your back in this. And that's all you need is you need one person behind you and can take over a fucking country. So absolutely. Thank you. I don't know what else to say.
I think that covers it really well, sir. So that being said, we are in picture, and we are the Wrasslin for Life Network. We will be back all week long. Like, subscribe, tell everybody what we're up to. But it looks like Caster's in a little bit of control right now. Damn, they hurting bad. I don't know if it's about. It's a bit of column A, column B with that one. They are hurting with a whole lot of bad shit going on, but they also have to compete with they're trying to steal headlines.
Oh, absolutely, and it's one of those of this is no different even than if they had Quake at the Lake or Clash of the Belts or whatever it's called there, any other sort of kind of special Dynamite that they tend to have frequently. It's just now this is the first one post the media scrum, all of that chaos, post suspensions. And I would just want to point out, because they just pointed it out, that Fabulous and DJ Who Kid are in the crowd and in the corner of Swerve in Our Glory.
They've been doing that a lot lately.
Well, I think that's Tony. Tony very much flexes of like, see how much money I have. Of see, we've got the Rolling Stones for when MJF comes out to get the poker chip.
By the way, one of my favorite wrestling moments in a long, long, long time, and the use of that song was beautiful.
Now going back and hearing it and everything and taking it in, it's perfect.
It is. But I mean, again, it let us. I mean, at least the hint of right. Pleased to meet you. Like it's just so good.
Well, oh yeah. Well, I do like how MJF's now saying, "Well, you had a wrestling god, and I'm the wrestling devil."
Right. He's pulling the MGK stunt.
Right. A little bit. I didn't even think about that. But yeah, Tony very much like with having celebs in the crowd. Like I feel Tony probably.
What is up?
Given there's a headbutt.
Oh shit. Keith Lee takes a Hurricane Rana now. Oh! Oh, wow.
But this is a match that could go either way. And I guess if you haven't let us know in the chat, folks, who you taking for this match, whether it be Swerve in a Glory or the Acclaimed, I think we've made it very clear. You're on one side, I'm on the other. Surprising. Oh!
Keith Lee not messing around.
Splat goes Bowens. And Splat goes Caster.
Indeed.
That would be something Keith Lee's ass would say.
What? Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Bowens goes for a flight. Caster gets pancaked. Oh, wait. KJ, it's his design, but it's my freaking shirt now. Cut the shit. There you go. He's like, I'm not wearing Nick's shirt.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, you're gonna heel turn on me on my birthday.
Just to clarify, the shirt inspired by our boy Nick. Just to be clear.
Right.
Sorry, Victor. I didn't mean to give the wrong impression. That's how rumors get started.
Moppy is coming out of retirement. Oh God. Well, did you hear too how I guess Ken Shamrock wants to potentially be at Extreme Rules because we're getting the fight pit match?
Yeah, come on now. But he just talks a lot of shit, man.
Ryan's done that, so
right. I still want to know if Captain Insano's coming.
Captain Insano shows no mercy.
Right? Those rumors blew me up today. That's my favorite wrestling story of the week. Oh! No. That's so dumb. The crowd's happy, though, but see, this is the gimme. This is bad in my book.
Oh, yeah, you'll get there. Because I got both men now with a drop kick on the Swerve or on the Keith Lee in the center of the ring, but Caster's holding his knee.
What happened to Caster?
Yeah, he's selling the knee. Okay, so it was a blockbuster. I thought it might have been a drop kick.
No, it was a blockbuster from it was
both men, but Caster came up grabbing his knee.
All right, okay. I just think it would be like, I don't want them to break up Swerve and Lee. I want them to be a heel tag team.
Oh, I don't think you. Well, I think you've always had them be kind of that.
They're good together.
Shaq and Kobe.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess maybe. I mean, King forgave him before. I don't know.
Well, you're going to have those accidents, and it's
yeah. I
know,
just don't
when-
like giving it to him easy. Don't give it to him easy.
well, we're still
Even
going.
if they
So, I
win
mean, they
tonight.
haven't given them nothing yet.
I was surprised. I
Right,
apologize.
yeah,
I
true,
jumped off
true.
the cliff.
So I've got Caster and Swerve right now in the ring. Caster with a big back body drop going up to the top rope, but he's still selling that left knee. Swerve back up. Oh, what are we going to get up here?
I'm just but he didn't get pushed or anything. He just fell off the turnbuckle.
Yeah, that was some of the. I will admit, some of these moves so far have been kind of sloppy. That whatever that was supposed to be off the top rope looks kind of like they just slid. Oh,
What is this? It was a botch completely. They're gonna blame the leg.
yeah.
Oh. Oh! Yo, that is pretty as hell.
Oh yeah, that
twisted
power bomb double team move between Swerve and Our Glory, between Swerve and Lee.
Let's go.
2 count. Two.
And you know what? The first match wasn't a terrible match other than the finish. It was an all right match.
Oh yeah,
Good
the
wrestling
first
match.
match was a great match. There was constantly times to where you thought, "Oh, we've got a gun and a Swerve stare down," but there was plenty of times to where you thought that it could go either way. And well, especially Claudio seemed in control. You got the Swerve, you got the swing, you got the sharpshooter, you got the European uppercuts, all of that.
That's another botch. They're botching a lot.
Right?
I like Swerve, man. He's a good heel. I like when he's dug in like this. It's much better than when he's Bowens. Oh shit, no. Wait, did the baby faces just?
I'm waiting for you.
Oh, it's over. And new
AEW, as we've got pink confetti, new AEW World Tag Team Champions.
To me, I think that's a nearsighted decision. I really do. I like it. I want the Acclaimed to be champions, but I think it's nearsighted.
They're so over though right now. It's do you wait too long and you miss the boat?
Do you know how electric that building would have been if they got cheated out of winning by a heel tag team?
You already had them disappointed because Jericho went over. You're going to do it back to back?
It's that old story. Third time's a charm, right? Makes perfect.
I still worry though of how long do you wait with how over they are, and do you miss the boat of now it's gone too far and it's not exciting. There's nothing saying that if they start to fade out in a week, you turn around and take the belts right back off of them. But you got that moment right now.
No, they're not going to fade out. They got a thing going.
But that's what so then why not capitalize it when it's hot?
It's not very often.
Saying that Swerve and Our Glory aren't. Sorry.
They're over as fuck. It is ridiculous.
They're already pre-sailing their merch. They're not just releasing it. They're pre-sailing their merch.
No, and speaking of merch, we showed you guys our t-shirts already. And I mean, our boy from Alt Tees bangs out a Scissor Me shirt and I died.
Right.
Awesome.
But I think you could still very much have Swerve and Our Glory now, like you said, be the kind of heel team that.
Yeah, that's fair. You're not wrong. And like I said, I mean, it's just my 2 cents, my opinion. And for me, and I could be completely wrong. It could have pissed the fans off too much to go the other way.
Right.
But this is interesting. Like now Swerve and Lee. I mean, Swerve and Lee might give us a good one-on-one match.
I don't think you fully go there. I think you've still got miles on Swerve and Our Glory. I think
I hope so.
Built to there. Yeah.
I hope so. And as Dale says, I love the Acclaimed. I like them a lot. I sold you on them hard, Nick, because I really liked what they were doing, and they were figuring it out. And again, when you get the audience involved, you get over it. It's that simple.
Oh,
They were
absolutely.
heels.
They're the biggest crowd reaction in AEW as or crowd participation gimmick.
Yeah. And it blew up. It blew up. The most random of things.
Oh, absolutely. And right now I've got FTR backstage, I guess, getting into it with the Ass Boys, the Firm Ass. Pause.
The Fur Masters?
Cola and Diet Cola. Why?
Cola and Diet Cola.
Billy Gunn's kids. I'll put it that way. But that's a squash match to me and a half.
You think?
Oh, yeah. But so I guess to hell with the line of 2 title changes tonight. We've had 2 matches and 2 title changes.
So, yeah, right? We were thinking 2. So are we going to go? Are we going to run the board? And we're going to have 3 automatically because tonight's a new one.
Absolutely. Right.
It's not really a title change. So say we had 4. So the over under being 1.5.
Could you imagine we end tonight? Technically, if you want to count to where, say, MJF cashes in, we end with 6 title changes. If we have 5 matches and you add another one, that would be 6.
That's a bonus one. Yeah. Okay. Everybody wins the new belt tonight.
Well,
you think Athena's going to
hit the reset button?
That's a hit the reset button, right?
Right. That's proof right here, folks, that Tony Khan's listening. If all of a sudden now every match is the title change.
All right. Well, we are quickly in a commercial, folks. So I will remind everybody we are those guys up there. I'm KJ. That's Big Nick. It's his birthday. That's why we got balloons. If you didn't know, now you know. And our boy CJ's kicking around out there. Big shout out to his CJ. FTR, yes. We're going to catch up on some of these. And but just a real reminder why we're here. The Master of Mayhem, my best friend, your best friend, the troublemaker, Mr. Big Nick Heyman. You're the Master of Mayhem, everybody's best friend, Big Nick, on a Friday. Why?
Why? AEW. What? NWA. What? Impact. What? GCW. What? NWA. What? XPW. What? BCW. Why?
You can go to Raw, SmackDown, NXT, Dynamite, Rampage, baseball, football,
and adult beverage.
Look, with $20, you probably can get yourself a hot dog and a water bottle.
Well, fitting that I'm here and it's mayhem.
All right, so I had to do it. Truthfully, I said it to Nick. I just wanted some candy, so it was a good way to
But I just love every time in that whole video. I think I'm looking in every different direction except for straightforward.
Right?
I'm complete chaos incarnate right there.
There you go, mayhem, buddy, mayhem.
Right, mayhem.
But, I had to do it. I like making you
blush. No, that's great. It's very surreal, like you said, to have something like that, have this many people saying, happy birthday and all of that. And to even, I'm shouting you out now, Victor, of having someone tell me happy birthday wearing a shirt that I guess I inspired. Why? No, it's, I couldn't, this has been one of the best birthdays. Hey! Did
you ever think you'd spend a birthday on YouTube?
No, did I ever think I'd be on YouTube? What? Talking about wrestling? What? Find my mother from another mother? What?
What the hell? The scarf is in the building.
Yes. Cut my music.
And he's giving us the flair.
The whole crowd, the whole stadium's MJF.
He's over his shit.
The crowd's going to come unglued when he wins.
questionable tweens.
Yes, I love that he tied that in from the interviews and everything. I'm not going to repeat it because I like it on YouTube. But yeah. Quite frankly, I like how he's called it now the MJF pop. It's no longer the Road Warrior pop.
Yeah, that made me laugh that he's hijacking that. But listen, he may actually be the number one guy doing it, period, right now. And I know we're going to talk about Roman. Roman's got a different platform and heat, but as far as generating a whole lot of heat on your own, this man has done extremely well for himself. So he is up in that top tier. I know you're going to be like, I fucking said that, and everyone yelled at me.
No bad.
But he's coming, and he's getting better every time we see him. It's scary.
Oh, as far as like actual pure heels out there and everything, Roman is somehow become this tweener because he's gotten so over, and I worry MJF's halfway getting there. But granted, we saw it to where he got Buffalo eating out of the palm of his hand, but this man truly lives his gimmick, and it's fantastic. At 26 years old, he's no longer the fastest rising star in professional wrestling. He is the youngest star in professional wrestling.
MJF is to Nick as Bailey is to Chris. Or Bray is to KJ.
You two or doppelgangers.
Or
KO.
Yeah, right. That's a tough splice. Who is it?
Oh, and so Yuta's saying how MJF's fiance is going to walk out on him, just like he walked out on all of us. It's weird that this is Wheeler Yuta in this spot right now. I feel like you're setting him up a little bit to fail because you're setting him up against probably the best person.
I don't know why this is happening at all, Nick. And if he's planning to come up over and take the belt very soon, if not tonight,
right?
To me, this is a detour. He's in the back, and we're not even thinking about him till he's coming out to claim it.
Yeah,
this is unnecessary to me.
Yeah, if he's coming out later tonight, you might have potentially wasted your shot with that pop. If that was the first
shit. Can you say that on TBS? The Blackpool what club? You know what he said. I don't even know if I can say that on YouTube.
It rhymes with duck.
And hold.
You're right.
Why is Tony Khan incapable of giving FTR anything worthwhile? Because he's loyal to stupid people.
Super kick party. That's why.
That helps.
Right. Oh. Okay. Oh, even Shivani down. Shivani down.
Shivani down. Oh,
I don't want MJF versus Yuta in a match. Like you said, I think
no.
Oh,
wow.
MJF's new Wardlow, and his name starts with a W
this
as well.
Bad, dude. This is right there. Bad booking.
Yeah,
wrestling fans out there. True or false? This is completely unnecessary for a guy. Oh, what the shit? It was just unnecessary, though.
Oh, yeah. Well, and like you said it, I think if you would have waited until he just comes out at the very end of the night and everything, you're getting still all those MJF chants as he then cashes in. You get the, big pop. You get the huge explosion.
A stable on retainer. Not a bad concept.
Oh, it's an interesting one.
We got to check on Tony. I guess we're getting JR early this week.
Right.
Jade Cargill and the baddies. They beeped out cut the shit.
Oh.
But right after didn't beep out bitch, which fair enough. And we just had another term that I don't know. What is the feeling on that term? Like as far as PG not allowed, is it a beepable term? I don't know.
Yeah, it's really interesting, I guess, what Tony allows, what he doesn't allow, where they kind of draw that line.
Diamante bought Trina? That was her big friend? I was like guessing wrestlers. She bought Trina?
Well, and I did like that they at least made mention of the fact that, you know, Diamante and Kiera Hogan are together. So
what is that? Because
it's going to get worse before it gets better. Trust me.
Orange juice. TK is such a mark. It's absurd.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to give this guy the benefit of the doubt, Nick. I really am trying to give him the benefit.
Yeah, he takes 2 steps forward and then 5 steps back, it feels like.
TK, it's like, fuck, dude. To me, it's just not having the foresight to see the bigger picture. Why would you have MJF interact with Yuta? Yuta, I hate to say it, and fans, you can tell me if I'm crazy. Yuta's mid-card. Yuta's mid. He's not there yet. We might like him. He might have upside. He might have a future. But it's not the right direction right now. And it's kind of this thing that Tony always does where you have something like exciting happen and you're like, well, we'll take a detour and then we'll gradually get there. Long-term storytelling. That's not accurate. The storytelling you need to have, I'm not saying throw everything up front, but you got to pace it out and you got to give purpose to what they're doing. You don't have to go backwards in the story. He's already past guys like Wheeler Yuta. You shouldn't be spending his time, and I get it. If that's just a one-off segment, why have it? I just don't get it. Set up a future title shot? I don't know. Holy Miami own female. Yeah, I'm a little surprised to see Trina. I'm not sure. Was the last thing Trina had pop off? I feel like 2004. Well, Max Caster said, yeah. I don't know. I think I don't know where the line is. It's very gray. I even paused. Usually I'd say that no problem, but those 2 words separately aren't an issue. I don't know how YouTube feels about it. So finally he bleeped shit after like a year. It's just random. And welcome, Carlos, if I haven't said that yet. By the way, folks, I need some predictions. What are your Nick picks for Pac versus Orange Cassidy? Benefit of the doubt is one thing, but history just repeats itself, bro. Ringer, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, and it's mark booking. It's bad booking. And again, I mean, I don't know shit from anything, right? But I have as much expertise in wrestling as Tony Khan does. I just don't have a billionaire dad. Thanks, Dad. But that being said, I mean, shit. It's just, to me, a lot of the decisions are reactionary and emotional, and there's no real thought to it. Like, I really think, and you guys can disagree with me, and I know Nick did, but there are times and places where you can stretch something if people really want it to just toss it up. Like, they had a really good first match. The second match wasn't as good as the first match, and I'm not even thrilled that the baby faces cheated to win. When I think the heels should have cheated to win, and they would have got just a big, if not a worse reaction. And again, now you have every town you go to for the next 2, 3, 4 weeks, every town you go to, booing the shit out of your heel champions. And every town you go to, the Acclaimed are cheered like crazy. You know, give them the belts. Everybody wants to see them overcome. But what you did, blew your wad in the first try, right? You got the first base and you were done. That's how I see it with a lot of what we're seeing. Nice. Wow. Pac is taking none of that shit. Cassidy mixes it up, hits the shotgun drop kick, and Pac says, "How dare you?" and gives it one back. I want Pac for the win, but again, I get nervous with Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy's in that select group of wrestlers that they can win any match because Tony loves them. We talked about Jericho already. Should Jericho have beat Claudio? No. Unless you got a really good plan about what the fuck's next for Claudio, Jericho, and even then, I don't know, it was the right move. Claudio was on a fucking roll, and you just stopped him dead. Why? Because Jericho just came over, gave you the buddy talk. Hey, pal, you're awesome. Have I told you you're awesome? Listen, I think I should have that ROH belt. Oh, okay, Jericho. Whoa. Right? It doesn't make sense to me. It's bad booking. Prove me wrong. I'm here all night. Pac for the win. Pac for the win. Life is so lonely when you're mid. Well, it shouldn't be. You're in the mid. Like you're stuck with everybody on each side of you. Pac for the win. I'm gonna go Pac. Pac for the win. And I'm gonna go OC just to be difficult, like the first match. Me and JV. What did JV vote for this time? Where are you, JV? Oh, wait, I didn't even read that. The same crap over and over, run-ins, gymnastics. He has his real-life action figures living out fantastic. I know we've said that so many times. I know my boy, Big Nick, has said it several times as well about the action figure analogy. And it's hard to argue that that's what's happening. I think the tricky part is, wow, Cassidy is down. The problem is when you're a kid playing with your toys, you have 100% control. The toys don't talk back to you. Well, for some of us, they might a little, but that's a different story. But they don't have an opinion. They don't have your friendship in line. And then Tony gets into this, and the guys that got to him first got their nails in and made him a part of the group. They were genius. I give them credit. I got to give credit where credit's due. Make him a friend. Make him a buddy. Next thing, ching, 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 ching. Jericho's probably made more money in the last handful of years than he did the rest of his fucking career combined. And then all the perks and all the extra treatment and picking his own everything. And I mean, it's tough when you don't have the ability to manage properly because A, we don't believe that you can demand that kind of respect, but B, you're just a mark. You just get kind of pushed in the directions you go. Then you see a bad women's division. You see a bad tag team division. How the fuck did AEW have a bad tag team division with all those good tag teams? Oh, well, we know who, primarily we're calling the shots there. It's an issue. We've seen it. We could have had a big money match with FTR and Young Bucks. Huge. It would have been huge for the Young Bucks. Would have been one of the biggest matches of their entire career. And it would have sold, and people would have tuned in for it. Instead, Swerve gets the belt. They go to trios, and the FTR haven't done shit. They're just there cooling off. Belts on their shoulders, just cooling off. I don't get it, folks. Now it's a celebration. It's my boy's birthday, but come on, Tony. Remove head from thy ass. Larry, facts. Let my have off. Cake break. That's what it is. Small soldier, sir. I am Colt Cabana, leader of... I love that fucking movie. Go Danielson. Landon, welcome to the show. Thank you for being here. Did I miss anything? Thank you, Nick. Larry, how are you, buddy? I'm probably sure you said hello at some point. Where are we with this? MJF is creating nuclear heat. What I love about MJF right now, Boss Monster, is the fact that when he comes out and he starts just like going, the instant reaction to him arriving, cheers. Everyone goes nuts. It's MJF, it's MJF. But within a few minutes, he lets them have it and then takes it all away real quick. Starts digging in on them and they start booing and they're like, wait, we like this guy, but he's excellent. Excellent. He is in such a comfortable groove. And I give the guy credit. He's 26 years old. It's amazing. It really is. We've watched lots of wrestlers take forever, and some of them never get it. but just a natural ability to have a microphone in your face. It's just the way it is. Ding dong, boss monster. I don't appreciate you calling me names. Listen, Wheels. Where are we going? Vin, welcome to the show again. I hope you're doing well. Tony will be the only one who retains. Yes, I agree, especially now. JV's 2-0. Oh no, JV. I'm watching you. 0-2. It's true. You got to think like a con. You can't think like a wrestling fan. You can't think what you expect. Now, the Acclaimed coin toss. I have nothing against them winning. I think it was great. Is it a bad move that they won tonight? No, not at all. Do I feel like because people put their hands up and said, you didn't pull an audible, you suck, that you should come out the very next match and give it the way they wanted it? Nah. I'd almost tease them just to do it on purpose. As many fucking near falls as you can make happen. Just keep doing it. Oh, false finish. Swerve, low blow, Keith Lee, slam. Everyone goes, that's not fair. That's how you get good heat. That's how you bring out emotion in a crowd. When you just give them what they want, now next time they want something, you got to do it. Am I wrong? Am I crazy? Am I just talking out of my ass? I am a little bit, but this show has been phenomenal. Yes, it's been excellent. I've highly enjoyed it. I completely agree. Nope. Think about this. Jade's TBS champion, Athena as women's champion. Okay. I don't see it happening. I see Tony retaining. Jade will be only one to keep the belt. Is Jade fighting tonight? I didn't think. Am I wrong? Nick, give me a thumbs up or down back there. Yeah, I didn't think so. So I think Jade's going to be Roman Reigns. She's going to have that belt forever. Pac goes to the top. Orange Cassidy puts his feet up. Pac looks at the ref and goes, what the fuck is this? No. 2. Jesus Christ. Excuse me. No, Jade fighting on Rampage. Okay, fair enough. Jade will be the only one to keep the belt. Oh, you think Tony's going to lose her belt too, Larry? Whew. Landon. Danielson wins, MJF cashes. I agree. No, other way around. Moxley. I think Nick agrees with you.
Yeah, I've kind of suggested that idea. But I think lately that it's still, I very much like your idea of it being Moxley just because of how much back and forth.
No. Huge DDT. Sorry, Nick.
No, good.
No, you definitely felt like Danielson was the way to go. And again, not a bad choice. Not a big 100%. Wow. Oh my God. All right. Thank you, Grand Slam.
Yeah, well, we could be going with, title changes across the board. That would be a hell of a show. That's going to make a hell of a statement. Like I said, that's very much, you're truly hitting the reset button on that.
Yeah, I kind of lean towards Moxley winning and then Moxley going, again, because I don't know why, but it just feels like that's where it's heading.
Yeah, well, and wow.
Get it! The brutalizer! I thought Rings of Saturn. This is a fucking hell of a match. Ladies and gentlemen, excuse my language, but
well, and that's the one thing, even as much as I hate on Orange Cassidy, as much as I call him Pockets, I call him the company mascot, everything else like that. He does put on good matches. What frustrates me so much is that he has that talent and does this bullshit gimmick.
Yeah. How are we feeling about this one, folks? I know we got about 27 to 30 people hanging around. What are you feeling? Like, to me, this is a hell of a match.
It's been a hell of a show, to be honest. It's at least gotten you talking. And
this is awesome. 9 out of 10 on the match. I like it. I like it. But see, Nick, maybe I'm being picky tonight. All right, right on. There we go.
Yeah,
that's
so
what's supposed to happen. The heel is supposed to cheat to win, not the babyface. But the first, what happened in the first match?
the first
Nothing
match,
weird. We had a baseball bat in the first match. Second match.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, finish.
No, I was just going to say the baseball bat didn't fully.
I know, but it was there.
Yeah, fair enough.
Second match, the baby faces cheat to win, which is a rare occasion. And then the third match, we get a hammer, and the heel cheats to win.
Yeah, but what's interesting is Pac really a heel. I guess out of this match, he has to be
he's
the
a heel.
default
He should be a heel if he's not. But that's where you got to define that fucking line, dude.
Yeah, well, because that's the thing: is Death Triangle a heel faction or is it a babyface faction?
Right.
The streak has been snapped.
Right. The mighty have folded.
Is over.
I'm 3-0.
I don't know.
Oh no, that's a lie. I picked Swerve and Lee, so I'm 2-1.
Yeah,
I'm honest about lying. Don't worry.
I'm 2-1. 2-1 if I'm actually trying to pay attention. But again, I feel like that's something that needs to happen, especially with what the title represents, and it's getting defended in multiple promotions in multiple countries and everything. Pac's a guy who's going to travel versus I get Orange Cassidy.
Yeah, but I think I think we're past that. Like, I don't really care about his fucking hire a travel agent. Figure it out. You got a private jet, Tony, get him on it.
Oh, Lordy.
JV 3-0. He's lying. Larry 3-0.
Yeah, everybody now. Oh, I knew everything.
I was scrolling and I found this.
What is this?
What?
Oh,
yeah,
hi.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. If
welcome,
you don't know
welcome.
who we are, there we go. We are the Wrasslin for Life Network. Most of you guys out there know that already. I'm KJ. That's Nick. It's his birthday. And what did I do with the balloons? I got rid of the balloons. He got gigantic balloons.
Pop the balloons.
I wish. Wait. I meant the effect. Yeah, fuck. Hagen minus 1 and 2. Not minus 2. I thought he was giving
not minus 2.
1 and 2. That's not going well. I told you the bastard pack would win. Yeah, makes sense. Well, folks. Oh, happy birthday, Nick. There you go. New fan.
Thank you.
Right, there you go. With that being said, Big Nick's going to tell you all about what we do here.
Absolutely, folks. Now he's going to let me get this real quick. Thank you. But yes, folks, we are the Wrasslin for Life Network. We are here every night that pro wrestling is going on, whether it's Monday night covering WWE Raw, what? Tuesday night covering NXT, what? Wednesday night, like we are right now, covering AEW Dynamite, what? Thursday, we've got the Let's Rumble podcast, and we still kind of take a little peek at Impact, everything. Still always, that's the day that tends to fluctuate. What? Friday, normally at least a double header. I think this week it's a triple header because we've got Friday night SmackDown, AEW Rampage, and I think this week Impact's also running a little special show. I believe Victory Road. What? And then we're here for any sort of pay-per-view that's going on, whether it be GCW, what? WWE, what? NWA, what? AEW, what? XPW, what? Christ, there's so many of them. You've already seen the nice little video package that I'm sure KJ will end up playing again at some point. But yes, folks, we are here. Nobody covers professional wrestling like we do. We are here nonstop. Anything that's going on in professional wrestling, whether it be in the biggest promotion going on, or if you guys are letting us know about, hey, this is popping off over here that we haven't even heard about. We're tuning in, we're paying attention, we're taking notice of it, and we're talking about it. So absolutely be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, and subscribe, because like I said, we outwork everybody when it comes to this pro wrestling stuff. Fastest growing channel on YouTube, minus the whole, I didn't even include in the whole wrestling shtick added to it. We're just the fastest growing channel on YouTube. So absolutely thank you folks for being here, watching along right on with us. See? What? Ooh. Blatant interference. Hey. And yes, hello, blatant interference. Hello, Victor. Hello, Landon. Hi, Alicia. Hi, Damien. Hello, everybody out there watching. Even if you're just watching along, just drop us a nice little hi. I mean, it's my birthday. You should at least say hi. Be nice. Like this first timer here, what? Right. Whether you're first timer here, what? Long timer here, what? Middle of the road timer here, what? Part of the channel, what? Part of the fam, what? And we're right now kicking it off, folks, with the women's fatal four-way for the AEW World Championship, Women's Championship. I've got Britt Baker coming out to the ring right now. First timer already on the what? Exactly. It's infectious. You just have to. But so let me know who you're taking for this match, folks. Whether it's Britt Baker, what? Athena, what? Toni Storm, what? Serena Deeb, what? It would be interesting to me if we go back to Britt Baker. I know obviously the whole Thunder Rosa thing's been very much kind of the cloud looming over all of this of is she hurt? Is it more of the backstage stuff? Is she going to stay with AEW? How does she come back? Where does she fit in when she does come back? So much like I think throughout all of the AEW roster, Tony's got to hit the reset button. But so does he default back to someone like Britt Baker, who was, in my opinion, the most successful AEW Women's Champion? Or does he go to somebody like, I think personally, Athena, who I think someone mentioned her. I like that. That would be a nice little shout if she shows up. I think Damian mentioned it when we started off tonight. But yeah, it'd be interesting if she comes back tonight and then we get that challenge with whoever wins, whether it is Toni Storm or Britt Baker. Wow, Athena coming out. I'm sorry, she's the one that to me looks the most, I guess, sports entertainery or looks like a star when it comes to the AEW women's division. Obviously, yes, Britt's a star, but that talent pool's kind of shallow, I feel, when it comes to big headline main event draws. So I feel like they really need to find where they're going to go with Athena. And I wish, honestly, Statlander could stay healthy. I know, knock on wood. But I think her versus Cargill or her versus Tony, her versus whoever in that division is a solid match. But let me know who you're having for this, folks, or who you're taking for this match, folks. I think I kind of gave it out there. I'm taking Athena here. Hell yeah. What? Saw the Instagram. What? Came to the YouTube. What? Watching the AEW. What? Yeah, see? It's infectious, KG. Trust me, my wife's been hating me all day, and I've had to use the whole excuse of, well, it's my birthday. I can get away with it. As I can hear her creeping up behind me. What? As she giggles. What? But yeah, so absolutely. Yeah. A-Town, thank you. Happy birthday to the big bad booty daddy. Yes. Trust me, I've been doing all sorts of Steiner math and everything when it comes to trying to decipher this whole White Rabbit 923 situation. I think we've all been kind of very much heavy into the Bray-spiracy at this point. But trust me, folks, tune in for Friday. We will be here live. And even if we don't get a return, we don't get a debut or anything like that, we're absolutely going to get at least something. And it's going to be that next little thing that just makes it more exciting. Right now, I've got Deeb, Athena, and Toni Storm in the ring. So I haven't seen too many predictions so far, unless I'm missing them here. So who are you taking for this match, folks? Are we getting Serena, who might be the newest or the first female member of the Blackpool Combat Club? Are we getting, one half of Thunderstorm, who I guess was supposedly already going to win the match at All Out, and so Thunder would have dropped the title then? Are we going to get the repeat, the rehash, the rebooking, the redoing of Britt Baker as champion? Or are we going to get Athena very much stomping her mark outside of WWE, outside of the NXT, winning a championship, a major televised championship outside of the WWE product? Yes, 923 on 923. And it's interesting because even the QR code, I think at least one of them showed up at 923. So trust me, I've had some theories on that, but we'll get to that on Friday. Victor in the house. Yeah. Britt and Tony going at it right now. Personal fave is DMD, but I can see Deeb don't like her to win. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think, well, it's now weird of Tony set this weird precedent tonight of we've already had 2 title changes of, so what else are we in store for? What else is going to potentially be up in the air? Danhausen for women's champion. I don't think it'll be that though. That'll be a little too James Ellsworthy. That'll be a little, all right, we shouldn't have done that, which granted, unfortunately, that's been a big portion of Tony's booking. Oh, all women right now. Oh, I can't remember exactly what they was called that spot, but to where you had all 4 women up on top and all came a crashing down thanks to Athena powerbombing all of them down. So right now, all 4 women are splattered across the ring. Landon says, I haven't watched any of these matches, so I looked up the match card, and I'm going to see how right or wrong I was after the show. Good show, good show. Fair enough. I think Storm retains for now because most of the other titles changed. Yeah, well, but do we still get more title changes? Because I think, obviously, we're going to get a new AEW World Champion, and I think that we're going to potentially get a cash-in or something after that. So if we're already, predisposed for 1, maybe 2 title changes, we've already had 1 to 2 title changes. At this point, who knows what's actually going to stay, what's going to change, what isn't. That's how I kind of think about it. If MJF wins tonight, your New Year's Revolution, the WWE pay-per-view, you mean resolution? What happened? What was your New Year's resolution? Oh, Hagen. What kind of split screen is this? Well, yeah, I almost got thrown off for a second. I thought I was starting to get an episode of American Dad because I got a whole intro and all of that for that. I don't have cable. That's fine. Landon, you can just be right here, tuned in with us. We're going to let you know everything that's going on and everything that's going on in the whole, pro wrestling world going out there. Victor taking Athena for the win. CLC, a man of good style and good taste, as you can tell, as he's wearing the white t-shirt, which you can go ahead and grab yourself one from Alt Wrestling Tees, or you can grab yourself a Miss Every Night t-shirt, CJ Cut the Shit t-shirt, or any other fine designs he's got over there. I said, right? Yeah, you can see it right there, folks. You can get yourself a Watt t-shirt right there. Or you can get yourself a Mr. Every Night. You can, let everybody know you're the Every Night Delight. Or like I said, if you're just sick of all the nonsense, all, people just nagging at you, you can tell them, no, cut that shit. But absolutely, you can grab yourself one of those at Alt Wrestling Tees, on Instagram, on Redbubble, all the socials going around through the ticker, all of that. You know it by now. But absolutely go ahead. And like I said, be a man of class, a man of style, like MJF, who's going to be leaving here as the world champion, and like my big man Victor over there. Go ahead and grab yourself one of our fine t-shirts. Right now I've got Tony Storm with a single leg crab on Britt Baker, and Dee with the same move on Athena, as they're both now throwing blows in the center of the ring. So we've got each with a submission on, both throwing shots at each other. Zachary with a what? Yes. Hello, Zachary. Hello, Rayan, RR. Hello, Hagen. Hello, Vic. Hello, everybody kicking around right there. I know I see about almost 30 people right now, and we are so close to 800 subscribers, folks. So if you haven't already, make sure you be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, and subscribe. You should have anybody who's watched wrestling, even if they used to watch wrestling, you're trying to get them back into it. Tell them to be here. We'll turn them into a wrestling fan.
Yeah, why not? It's the place to be. It's the place to be.
Right.
The Big Chief, KJ White. What? A-Town, how you doing, buddy? Well, if Jericho beat Claudio, I'm already down one. It's true. It happened.
I think most people are, honestly.
Not
No, I think if we rewind the footage, sir.
I agreed with Dale, but I said, well, I mean, all right, I surmised what was going to happen, but I picked the better choice.
The man's just hedging his bets across the board right now.
Right? All
But so
right.
who you got for this match here, Mr.
Have we got our
Nostradamus
predictions,
of
by the
wrestling?
way? I don't
What's
see
up?
30 predictions in the chat. Let's go. Who's winning between the four ladies? My pick is Toni Storm. It's too soon.
True. Okay.
Too soon.
Okay. I
Too
could see
soon.
that, but was she just kind of given the title just because they were in a pinch?
I don't think they were in a pinch. I don't think Britt should get it back. She's been stale. Dee might be would be my surprise. Athena, no, I think she's going after Jade, so I don't see it. It's too soon for Toni to lose it. I'll be disappointed. But that's been the theme tonight.
Right, exactly. It's
Tony
been very unpredictable. I could still honestly see Baker winning. I could see DMD walking out of here as champ.
I could see it again. It's Toni.
Right.
But Toni's talented. Toni's young. Toni's gorgeous. Give her the belt and let her work with it. We've seen her. Nick, I know you watched her in NXT. I know you watched her when she did the stints in a few other spots. She's talented.
Oh, absolutely. She was
involved
for being one of the top people on SmackDown.
Right. She was involved at one point, was she not? Or one of those shows.
Oh,
did you
Storm?
freeze?
No. What? You're talking about Toni Storm?
Yes.
No, yeah. She's been involved in a couple other promotions and everything like that as well. Absolutely.
I'm trying to think
you can even go back to the Mae Young Classic to where she had that whole beater, that belter with Rhea Ripley, to where that was a star-making match for both women.
Athena just showing some amazing power.
Oh yeah, she's a small tank.
Wow, D with the breakup. 3-1. Toni Storm. KJ. Personal fave, DMD. But Deeb, even if I don't like her, Deeb is phenomenal. You can just report what's happening as my stuff has been a hindrance this evening.
No, you're good.
No, I'm actually not. Not on this one.
Well, I'm gonna just say so. Triple H talked about not using blood or anything like that, and Toni apparently decided to go the opposite on that. I'll say that.
Honestly, though, if you watch what happened there, Nick, I don't think she decided. I think that was oops, she did it again.
Well, now she's played into it so much. She sat there and she rubbed it on Toni Storm. Now,
okay,
and she had Toni Storm pinned down, and she's just looking right in the camera. She just got blood coming from Britt Baker's nose and all down.
We got juice.
Oh, we got Jamie Hayter.
Hater. Wait, is the match over?
Yes. Toni Storm picked up the win with a roll-up.
You didn't even tell me.
I thought I was waiting for you to get there.
So, yeah, I got Hater coming to the ring, but just keep going with it because my shit is not cooperating.
Gotcha. So Hater came out and you thought she was going to do the whole, babyface turn and everything. And then she turned around and attacked Toni Storm.
Yeah.
And basically said, I've got, Britt's back. She's my, BEST and all that. And so we have now Hater, Britt, and Deeb just laying waste to everybody.
I like Paige. No, dude, I'm gonna pop. That's not good.
Dude,
you're making O faces. Like it's Paige.
Do you want me to say it?
Yes.
She's here. Soraya is here in AEW. She comes out as Britt Baker's rubbing the blood off of her face, and she's gonna do the lockjaw on Storm with the bloody glove. And then we just get music and a Titantron, and then it pulls up Saraya. So Paige is here. Shout out to Damien. I think he's the one that called that at the start of the show and everything.
On a week where you're battling for headlines.
Wow.
What?
Right. If it wasn't a war before, it is now, folks.
So
strap on and strap in. Get your combat boots ready, because we're going to action.
Right.
And she looks good. Wow. So
she looks like $1 million
is here. She's not going by Paige or anything. She's going by her actual name, Saraya. And so we're going to get Britt Baker versus her. That's going to be the first feud.
Soraya!
Yes.
Yes, Larry. It's Paige. JV called it. I feel like he's getting the late calls on his
Exactly. JV's just scooping in at the last second here.
Comes out to Boyfriend's new song. Good catch.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Interesting. Wow, though. Still, White Rabbit, what? Karrion Kross, what?
It better be something.
About what?
You might need it to be Bray Wyatt after this week, after Wednesday.
Exactly. We've already got Chris Jericho, Ring of Honor World Champion. What? The Acclaimed, new AEW Tag Champs. What? We've got Saraya, Paige in AEW. What? And we've still got the world title match coming. Oh, we've got a dark.
My wrestling crush has returned to wrestling. I'm pretty pumped right now.
She gets more than 2 thumbs up.
Pardon?
Paul. But so I'm getting a video package right now for Darby walking around.
I'm getting a fucking aneurysm is what I'm getting over here.
Oh, I've got Darby walking around with a body bag. Yeah, it's very weird.
You got Action Bronson in a body bag already?
Hot topic.
Oh, son of a bitch. Why did Punk, Kenny, and the Bucks get into a fight? I'm not caught up. Wow, Landon, that's a lot to unpackage.
Right. If you want to know that, go back and watch one of our Rumble episodes. I'm sure on multiple of them at this point, or multiple streams on AEW, we've covered that. So just for the sake of, keeping everything rolling, go back through the back catalog.
Absolutely, dude. Christ. And by the way, Rampage will be 2 hours on Friday. Ding, ding, ding.
I would hope so. It's got 8 matches. It's got more matches than tonight does.
It does. Now, that being said, folks, I will remind everybody, Friday night, we will be here. It's a triple header Friday with a bonus hour of Rampage. Giddy up. It's going to be a good one. SmackDown 9:23 at 9:23. You all better be here. And it might be nothing. It better be something. But that being said, we're going to run through 2 hours of SmackDown, and it's going to be a good time. And then we're going to go 2 hours of Rampage. In the middle of all that, and I believe, I'll have to double check, Impact might start at 7. I'll double check.
I can finally forgot too that we're got the triple header this weekend.
So this Friday is a triple header. We're digging in for 3 shows, multiple screens. We're going to rock all 3. We're going to have a whole lot of fun. So subscribe, tell everybody you know. Nobody does it at this pace. No one does it at this level. And we're having so much fun doing it. And one last reminder, not last reminder, but it is this guy's birthday still. And in honor of his birthday, there is a link below. There's a link in the chat. Maybe we'll throw it in there again at some point. Right. But we are raising money for mental health awareness. Don't feel alone ever, folks. This is a great cause. It helps bring that awareness that everybody needs. So we are all in this together. If you can contribute a couple nickels, then please do so. Click the link, help out. But What the hell? But yes, it's a great cause, and we commend Mr. Nick for coming up with the idea on his birthday to do this in his honor. So thank you very much, Big Nick. Thank you for all the folks that did donate already. We greatly appreciate you and this man here for buying our t-shirt. If you haven't got one of our t-shirts yet, do it.
Right.
All right, let's see if a reboot helps my life. But yes, it's gonna be a hell of a fucking week.
Oh, well, that's the thing is we're still not even at the end of the show, and we've still got, Friday, like you talked about, coming out to where at 9:23, I better see like instantly like 23 likes, on this video or on that video and everything.
23 likes.
Right, because it's going to be, I don't know if we're going to get a full return, but we better get something, especially after what's happened so far on Grand Slam.
The Acclaim win the belt. Jericho wins the belt. Soraya shows up. Let's say MJF wins the belt. Even if he doesn't, Bryan or Mox. Bryan was probably a better headline than Mox at this point because we've seen it been there, done that. But you look at a night that has a whole lot of stories we're not even done yet. I like it. I think if you're playing tic-tac-toe, your move, Papa Paul.
Oh, exactly. This is one of those of we've wanted Tony to fight back and do it the smart, calculated way, and I feel like this might be him doing it.
Mm-hmm. And I do still feel like there is things that he could improve. Things that it could be different. Things that
Oh, well, there has been parts of this that have still been very, clunky, and like you even have pointed out some stuff that you feel like could have at least been booked better. It still might have been the good or the right outcome, just could have been tweaked better. Like even the MJF calling out and that whole segment with Yuta. We didn't need that.
Yeah, like that to me was unnecessary. Again, I pointed out like the first three matches all end in some type of first three matches all end in some type of extracurriculars. We get outside interference for the tag titles. Again, the baby faces cheat to win. I know the crowd popped, but it's really not the norm. It's probably not how it should have gone down. However, you have Pac win with the ring bell hammer. You have what happened in the first match. We had the bat try to be used. So it's just like Tony, less is more sometimes. Like the Jericho's match didn't need the bat spot. You could have probably got the Acclaimed over without, Billy Gunn. Even though it was a big pop, you could probably done it without it. And then, fine. I'm completely okay with Pac using the hammer to go over a babyface like that. The heel did something shitty, got the win. Check. That's how it's supposed to be. They do not give us any time to sleep there, my friend. And for us who watch all this nonsense live with you guys, they don't give us a whole lot. Look at the bags. I'm aging on this channel. I used to be dark. I was like every other wrestler in WWE. I had the brown beard, like Ciampa did for a few months. Now he's back to the stripe. KJ, you are smooth. Well, thank you. Making me blush. But thanks. I guess. Thanks. It is 8:33 for me. PM AM. Where are you, Landon? Hi, KJ. Can you see where my shirt is? Hagen. I will check with LTs right now. As we're on live, I won't even hesitate. Let me see. I know it was in transit. I don't know how. Let me see. Any word on the T4? All right, folks. I'm a man of my word, you see. That's all you got in this world. So I just sent a message out, Hagen, and I'll let you know when I get an answer. But I thought it would be close to now if it's not already very, very, very close. Sorry about the delay. That's procrastinating. Tony Khan also teased another surprise for Rampage. Yeah, I think he's got to. I like it. But he's got to do something with these surprises now. What's the plan for Soraya? What do you do with her? Is she cleared to fully wrestle? What kind of role will she have? Man, that's boom. Like boom goes the dynamite. Like it's crazy. That's a huge move. That's a huge pickup. We've been talking a lot about the potential of Bray Wyatt returning to wrestling. And if you start looking around and going, okay, shit, it looks like the other guy's got Bray. what do we do? And if you look around the landscape, Saraya is a big name, a very noteworthy name. And she is on a different level than a lot of the women in that division. So it's an instant pickup, right? She should elevate the ladies around her. And it's you get Britt Baker against Paige. I think that's a great rivalry, a lot of potential there. And it helps legitimize Britt Baker with some of the casual fans, some of the outside fans. The AEW hardcore kind of know what she's done. She has got a little stale, but this is an opportunity where you elevate others just by being associated with her. So to me, it's a good move. Huge. That's my wrestling crush. Like, what can I say? Read this. KJ, MJF doesn't cash in. All right. Just for the record, I usually read those. So the instruction, unnecessary. However, MJF doesn't cash in. It's a possibility, guys. And this is where the AEW fans got to be careful sometimes, especially with Tony hot-shotting. Tony puts himself in a position where he has to give you something like that, or you feel cheated, or you feel deflated. And it shouldn't always be like that. And we've seen it kind of where what Triple H has done a lot of, here's somebody, then quiet, here's somebody. It's not just overload. It's been a lot in a quick time, but it doesn't feel like overload. Like he's constantly hitting us with something. So Tony has an opportunity now to decide what he wants to do with his belt. I think the biggest move, the biggest story, as far as hitting the press and going viral and getting everybody talking, would be MJF leaving tonight with the belt. Now, if he doesn't do it, then when? Is it a little anticlimactic if he waits? If he wins it on a Dynamite 2 weeks from now? I don't know. It's interesting. Save it for Full Gear? I don't know. Jericho's the Hulk Hogan of AEW. I like it. By the way, welcome back to Marcus. Anthony, good to see you. Larry, Zachary, JV, Victor, Hassan. There's a lot. Hagen, and thank you for your patience and your support. Blatant Interference, welcome to the channel. And Soraya Knight is back, baby. Big deal. Someone asked about Impact. Yes, it's on Access. You can also get it on Fight. And yeah, look around. What channel does Impact come on? I read that backwards completely. Welcome back, Paige. I'm pretty happy about it. I know Chris was pumped about Bailey. I'm a little more pumped about Soraya. Let's be real. Impact is on Access. I read that twice. Wrasslin for Life Network. MJF is going to win the AEW World Heavyweight Championship today. Dro, welcome back. And I kind of feel like that's the case. That's where I would put my money. That would be my best guess if I was doing it. But I also don't, based on my guessing record, I'm not always bang on with what Tony's up to. Don't forget, guys, if you can, if you're going to any event, I love Victor. Yeah, guys, if you're going to any event, as you see in the corner of the channel here, you do save $20. It tells you down on the ticker. You can save $20 on your first purchase at SeatGeek.com. Any event, any show you want to go to, go there. When you go to cash out, use the promo code Wrasslin, like that right there, Wrasslin. Put it in the box. You save $20. You can take that $20, use it for, as we saw in the video, parking at one of the events, or you can use it on one of our amazing T-shirts at Alt Wrestling Tees. Go check them out on Instagram. Go to Redbubble, or you can reach out at altwrestlingtees@gmail.com. All the information is down below, as well as the link that we have right now. We're trying to raise money for mental health awareness. Please do so. It's something very near and dear to our heart, especially to my boy Nick, and it's his birthday. So if you want to do him a little bit of birthday, help the man out on his birthday wish, that's the way to do it. So go click that link, share a few pennies for a great cause. Other than that, folks, I hope everyone's having a wonderful hump day. I hope everyone's enjoying Grand Slam, and I will catch up on these comments as soon as I possibly can. But with that being said, the MJF Yuta thing was a misstep. MJF should only be, yes, exactly, blatant. I completely agree with you. It's a down step. And I think they've done that before. And I know I've debated this with some fans, but that's kind of what I felt like Punk went through. And I know people are going to say, well, Punk wanted the, sometimes that's the problem, Tony. The wrestlers can't always get what they want. You got to think big business. And for me, when Punk came in on with like this God status, you know, he was the cult hero that told the big bad machine to go screw itself. The guy that was never going to come back to wrestling. And you have this huge moment, you crack 1 million, fans are losing their minds. And then you put him in a series of matches with lower level competitors, and the fans that were excited to see him back again, that remembered him, that tuned in, left. And you lost that buzz. You lost that heat. You lost that momentum. And unfortunately, I think that's kind of what, when you do stuff like this, MJF's on a trajectory like nothing else right now. He is on absolute fire. Everything he does, from his interviews to in-ring to everything he's doing, except I would like to see him wrestle. I know he's just getting back. I'd like to see him job somebody out. Maybe that's why they did the Yuta thing, because he's going to destroy Yuta and prove a point. But again, it's to me, it's a step backwards. You got to keep pushing him forward, and he should only be messing with Moxley, Danielson at this point, not, you know, their young protege. That was long-winded. I apologize, but that's how I feel about that one. Main event time. Main event time. Should be talking about it, but I'm having a little difficulty here. Good shit, good shit, good shit. Welcome, King. Thank you for being here. Glad you're enjoying either Grand Slam and or us. Bryan Danielson for the win. Oh, we got Daniel. I got Moxley. Oh, shit. The crowd is out of control. The crowd has been amazing. Now, there's some videos going around social media, and I don't know the context. I don't know if it was like filmed, you know, the first 15 minutes the building was open. I don't know what the case was or the timing of it. I think it was around right before the show, but maybe people just hadn't got to I don't know. But there's some videos going around that the building was pretty empty in spots. So I don't know. I can't confirm or deny that right now. Who else has got a prediction out there? I see a lot of people tuning in. Let us know. And if you don't want to, just put D or M. Moxley, Bryan. You pick. Who do you think is going to take this one? I think there's a lot of potential for a lot of different angles with this one. Again, everything's justifiable. Tony can give Moxley the belt, explain it properly, do it properly, and move forward, because he's been strong as of late. I felt like the whole, you know, the whole approach and the wild thing was starting to get on my nerves. And I just felt like a lot of the same with Moxley. The last few shows have been solid and really enjoyable. And then beyond that, Bryan it would be amazing to see Bryan win a title. You know, he wins the title. But then again, if MJF is right there, I'm not sure I'm content with Daniel Bryan winning the belt for the first time in a long time, the first time in this company, and losing it on any hook or crook. I think he wins it and he goes on a pretty good run with it for the first time. That's me. So Moxley looks like the likely victim if it's going to go that way. And a lot of people are speculating MJF. And to me, that's your answer. That's your Tony's done a really good job tonight. There's been a lot of good matches, a lot of good action, a lot of excitement, and it's buzzworthy. Kudos. However, I mean, we'll see how you end this off. How do we send the fans home? KJ, it's odd in AEW, the good guys cheat to win matches, but in WWE, bad guys overuse the cheating and not win the matches legitimately. Oh, I got Moxley getting his head bashed in off the post. I just want Danielson to go back to being that schmarmy, pricky heel where he was politely telling everybody how much they sucked. And, you know, just, I'm going to show up and I'm going to kick you in the face. And it was beautiful. I wish they would have stuck to that. The cheating, I said it earlier. I mean, baby faces generally don't cheat to win. I mean, you can have like oh, finally the baby face got one over. He outsmarted the heel and he kind of, you know, gave him a taste of his own medicine. However, I don't like, you know, you have a baby face manager, so to speak, hit a big move, roll him in the ring. That's not supposed to happen. And that's where I love the idea of when everyone's screaming for the baby face at the top of their lungs, and you can just reach into their chest and rip their heart out and go, ha, 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 not today. I think that's great TV. I think that's money that writes itself. But that's just my take. Boom.
But yeah, no,
Why?
it's not a bad take at all. And I think we might honestly be kind of halfway getting that in this main event right now. Because either way, I feel like whether it be Daniel Bryan or Moxley, or sorry, Bryan Danielson, that comes out initially as the winner of this match, we're going to get, I guess, instead of the wrestling god, we're going to get the wrestling devil, who they're now got sitting there picture in picture, waiting in the wings with his chip in hand. So I think we're very much going to have MJF come out and just kind of pick the bones out of whoever gets the victory here. KJ, since Paige signed with AEW, I think it would make the most sense for her to join up with the Blackpool Combat Club. Thoughts? That's a potential. It's going to be interesting, I guess, to see where the Blackpool Combat Club goes from here, because we've got two members, kind of the two leaders, the two founding members facing off right now in the ring. So Daniel just hit a Rough Rider on Moxley, but we've got the two founders right now facing each other in the ring, and we also had Claudio lose the Ring of Honor World Championship earlier. We had Yuta get involved with MJF for no reason. So it's going to be interesting to see what's next for the Blackpool Combat Club. The teasing is making me think he may not cash in. There's nothing saying that it's guaranteed that he will. I just think of how you draw massive headlines. Think about it. Your next three headlines going into professional wrestling kind of news circuit tomorrow is Saraya debuts or returns to pro wrestling for AEW. Well, no, that would be number two. First one's bottom one. Chris Jericho wins Ring of Honor World Title. Then you go to Saraya debuts, returns for All Elite Wrestling. And then top headline, I feel, is MJF leaves Grand Slam as the next AEW World Champion. I think he's the top guy. He's still the most talked about guy. He's the biggest draw that you have still in the company. I get Moxley's super over. I get Daniel Bryan's super talented. But when it comes to clicks, when it comes to headlines, when it comes to draws, when it comes to attention, when it comes to ticket sales, when it comes to ratings, I think MJF is hard to beat in that company. Oh, both men up top right now, and Moxley just clawing at Bryan's back. I think Hunter counters with Bray Wyatt Friday night on SmackDown. That's my prediction. Well, at this point, if he doesn't at least deliver something that's pretty juicy as, a teaser, he better. I feel like at this point, he kind of has to deliver with Bray versus anybody else. Otherwise, it doesn't feel as big. It feels kind of, that might be the first kind of L on Papa Paul's ledger.
I don't know about now, because we can't really expect it, right? But it depends, right? At this point now, everyone's chomping at it so hard, and it's been teased so much. Listen, I said it from day one. The Logan Paul press conference was this week. It was this week, right? It was earlier this week.
End of last weekend.
Yeah. So the teaser for the 9/23 Monday, and we're talking about it all week. And I mean, I think that's by design. There's no way that's a coincidence. There's no way that it's just happening. So for me, I expect something on Friday, especially when you have a 2-hour rampage on your head.
Yeah, and you're coming off of everything that's so far already happened tonight. I mean, we got Paige back. I'm surprised that we got her back in wrestling, period.
I knew it was a matter of time.
Fair play.
In some capacity.
Right. But I've got both men just going to blows right now.
Yeah, see, MJF sitting up in the crowd. Like, are we starting to feel like it's not going to happen?
Yeah, it could, but it's one of those of how much do you tease it and then not deliver?
But then now they're not teasing it at all. Unless somewhere in the next 5 minutes he leaves that spot and comes down.
Oh, it might be longer than 5 minutes, I feel like, because we both just had men doing, I don't know how to describe it. They were both standing on their heads, with their legs locked in between each other, just slapping the taste out of each other's mouths.
Oh, okay. I'm getting there now. This is crazy. The crowd is dead, though. This is the quietest the crowd's been.
Yeah, I feel like. Sorry,
this is a silly spot.
It's.
I don't like that spot. I don't like it. I don't like it that much. I don't know. Anybody out there think I'm being picky?
It's like upside down crab fighting.
Yeah, I ended up looking silly. Looked like a stupid TikTok.
But do you think that maybe Soraya's debut return might have popped the crowd too much?
Well, as the marquee guys, you got to show up. Now we'll see where this goes in the next couple of minutes, but yeah, I mean, you know that pop is coming. You got to come out swinging, and I think getting a little too technical and into your, a little more of a methodical style might not have been the best choice. At least it start off fast.
Yeah, true.
That's just my call.
No, it's not a bad shout.
I think he comes out after the match and challenges the world next week. Wow.
Well, no. I think there's who was it that just said it? Any chance the footage of MJF could be pre-taped and he will come out? So like I guess the section that he's sitting up there, they're thinking that it might be a screen, like it's all VR,
Doesn't look like it.
Yeah, not quite.
Maybe the the faction on retainer comes out and does a number while he walks slowly down from the audience, and he just puts his foot on whoever's chest.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
But then that person becomes the champion. Oh, wow. Moxley with a stomp.
Moxley selling these kicks hard.
Oh, yeah.
Saraya, Jericho, and MJF. Yeah, it makes sense if they want it as big as possible. I agree. Absolutely.
Yeah. Those are your three headlines.
Yo, Moxley did a stomp.
Right. Yeah. And then followed it up with a paradigm shift. A little cheeky shout out to Mr. Seth Rollins.
And you get a count out on a stomp and a paradigm shift. Granted, the paradigm shift's turned into a bag of shit lately, but whatever.
Yeah, it's turned into more of a suplex than a DDT or whatever it's supposed to be.
MJF will probably tease the cash in. Cash in.
No, Tony, Mr. Maxwell, if you're listening on my birthday, MJF leaves Arthur Ashe as the AEW World Champion.
Break up the BC. A lot of people want to see the BCC. I think the BCC slowed down Bryan Danielson. I think it took the momentum he had, and you buried him in a group, and then he got hurt doing stupid fucking matches like Anarchy in the Arena.
Yes, I think that was stupid. Danielson just stomping the hell out of Moxley, but I think Moxley, it very much. Sorry, go ahead.
See, I just want to see Moxley sell that a little bit. He just had a man kick him in the face 4 times, and he just flips him down and starts pumping back. So,
yeah, that's been one of the problems with Mox. Of at times, it's the ring psychology stuff that lacks. But yeah, Danielson was on a heater, just solo as a kind of a heel of just, I'm going to be a good technical wrestler. I'm going to kick your teeth down your throat, and I'm going to let you know you're POS too. And then you get tied up with the Blackpool Combat Club. Always felt like he's second or third place now. Oh.
He'll tease it, but we'll say he's not doing it yet. Michael, thank you. Welcome to the show. It's starting to feel that way.
I still hope not. I hope not. I feel like then you fall on a flat note.
Wait. We haven't seen. Oh, no, he's still there. He's still there. Okay. Nick, question.
What?
I'm not wishing anything to happen to her. But if Paige gets injured again,
No,
so
we're not even getting through this. Nope. We're not talking about anything like that. Nope.
Oh, paradigm shift on the ramp.
Yeah. Danielson went splat.
Another
we're right
kick
against
out.
the hour, so it looks like we're going over.
This might be a Bryan win. This is picking up. It's picking up. The crowd's starting to stand. The number of Burberry scarves in the fucking crowd is insane, Nick.
I can't really speak on it, but yeah. Oh.
Paige kept saying for about a month before she got released that she was training for an in-ring return. Yes. And I guess now we're going to substantiate that.
Yeah, very much. Or at least he's with the company.
Shit. Get him. Danielson might be out. I got one part.
Him out.
Poor Bryan going under to everybody. He's spending more time under than a lady of the night. And that was my polite way of putting it.
Right. Yeah. The man just gets wow, this is how we're going off. Wow. That was rushed. So we don't get the cash in at all. We still just get it teased. So props to whoever just made me look like a fool. And so we get Danielson gets passed out by Moxley from a rear naked, and Regal comes out to give Moxley the belt and kind of raise his hand and everything. And we just cut to Danielson kind of pointing at Regal, and then we just go to black. Just very rushed.
They ran out of time.
Yeah. If you cut the whole MJF Yuta segment, you would have had time.
Oh, wait, I'm back.
What?
Mine came back on, and now Bryan's putting the belt on Mox.
I'm getting young Sheldon. What the hell?
So Bryan is putting the strap on Mox's waist. I don't know if oh, now it's off again. All right. That was weird. It went off the air. Then came back on the air, and Bryan was doing the strap up on Mox.
Weird. Well, I guess that's their way of, because when they cut it on my end of Danielson very much looked like, you son of a bitch, at like Regal. Like you're taking his side.
Right. No, he put the strap on him. So, shit. Let's talk about it in a second. MJF is the biggest free agent in 2024. It's a bidding war between WWE and AEW. I don't think so. I think he's signed. I think he quietly is not going anywhere. I think you got to understand this guy's a worker, and he's a smart worker. He is valuable as shit. Could he go? Yes, but I don't think. I think this whole thing was a work. I think he was re-upped. He was, extended. And if Tony, listen, I could be wrong. Tony's been a mess to predict his emotional state.
Right.
So I could be completely wrong, but if Tony had a half a brain, he would have signed that guy for 10 years at whatever the fuck he wanted and just shut the fuck up and put him out there.
Yeah.
Zachary. Bray is returning to praise the tribal chief thing. No, I don't.
Praise the tribal thing. I don't think we're going to get that.
I'm not sure we're going that. We might get War Games with a Wyatt 6 and a couple. We're going to have to add some people, at least one person, to maybe a Jacob Fatu. Let's go.
Oh, Lord.
Let's go.
Oh, anyway. Yeah.
Oh, wait. Let's read this one. Anthony, welcome back. KJ and Nick, I think Danielson was clear, but here's a storyline. Moxley loses the match, but it's for the betterment of the whole group. Now, why, though? I don't think so.
Right, but for the betterment of the company, which that company is, to me, what's more on shaky legs than worrying about the Blackpool Combat Club, is you have MJF leave with the belt, and you get headlines, you get draws, all of that. And I know we just talked about him being, you know, a worker and he's probably secretly signed long term. I still think he's signed only until 2024, and that he actually did kind of just work Tony. Because I feel like there's still parts of that are work and there's parts that are shoot. But I think he's the biggest headliner right now in AEW. Like you even said, of how many times now at this point have we seen Jon Moxley win the belt?
Yeah, and I mean, it was out of the matches you could have had on the end of your Grand Slam, like we would argue that the main event might have been the low point of the night.
Oh yeah, that to me is the weakest match so far. Or that
realistically, what was weaker than that particular match? Just off the top of our head, the women's match was overall better than that. I believe I was more excited, more into it, close, neck and neck. People are going to be mad at me for it. Tag match was better.
Sorry,
tag match. Well, and I mean we got Saraya, so that kind of trumps it. The tag match was better.
Tag match was match of the night for me.
Yeah, I'm down. I'll go with you.
Right.
I'll go. You go. I go. Yeah. Like.
Well, and even though Jericho won and it wasn't a great outcome to most of us and everything, it still was.
It was a decent match.
Right.
What did I hate worse? That's a tough one. By the way, folks, if you're new here, the end of the show, give a rating out of 10. Nick and I will do the same, but we talk a lot, so we're getting there. But if you want to drop a score out of 10 in the box, let us know what you thought of Dynamite tonight. Nope, that was wrong. Bray Wyatt is the biggest draw. Yes. What Bray Wyatt has done in the time away from wrestling is remarkable. You know what it's akin to, Nick?
Mm-hmm.
When Sting sat up in the rafters for like a year. You know, when he vanished and then he returned, and he was no bigger then than ever.
That's amazing. A really good show. I hadn't thought of it that way. Bray's gotten himself more over, not being in any promotion, not being on any bit of TV, not being really mentioned on any promotion or anything like that, having no attachment to wrestling outside of he used to wrestle, and he's gotten himself more over than a lot of people that are on TV doing this week in, week out.
Yeah. Well, I think part of it is because you don't have people making decisions that fuck up your character, fuck up your trajectory. You know, like for all the times that Bray Wyatt was on a good run, you're like, oh my God, Bray's going to like eat the world. And, you know, then all of a sudden, you know, Brothers of Destruction return and boom, win. What? So, I mean, kind of like tonight, there's some surprises where you're like, I don't know if that was the best decision.
So can I just go off on a Bray tangent here real quick, just because you kind of mentioned something there that I really wanted to point out that I think people have missed? Yes. So if you look at the first video going down the rabbit hole, there's that red circle that Bray's always had on his Twitter, but it's over the play button that very much looks like the WrestleMania 31 logo, to where Bray lost to Taker, where that was supposed to kind of be the passing of the torch match.
We're getting deep. You remember when we were like, hey,
it's late on my birthday.
Right? You remember when we were like, hey, I think that grease stain on the wall is you were like, fuck no.
Right. I was the one here hating on like, oh, well, that shadow looks like Mercy the Buzzard. I'm like, you're getting, like a tortilla where it's got the Virgin Mary in it. And I'm like, now I'm full Brayspiracy.
Dude, the reason I laugh at that especially is I remember when you used that analogy at the time, and CJ was just like, the fuck? Tortilla?
Like, what?
The fuck? So does Roman, in my opinion. All right, Zachary, you're giving me things to think about now.
What?
Bray is returning, so is Roman. Okay. MJF will attack the winner. Nope, didn't happen. There is no sitting in the section of MJF. There's no one sitting in the section. Yep. Danielson went from being the best heel in the business to just another guy. He's less than just another guy now, Ringer. He's almost like, he's a bona fide overpaid jobber.
Who's been booked worse, I guess, since they're kind of...
Nobody.
Well, no, I was going to say Sean Spears or Bryan Danielson.
Oh, Bryan Danielson by miles, because Bryan Danielson's a very talented professional wrestler. Sean Spears has yet to figure out how to get himself over.
Fair
That's
enough.
it. I like Sean. Good old
Oh,
Canadian
no,
boy.
it's just one of those. They both seem very hot coming in, and they've just
Yeah, I mean, just there's something Sean just when they're just missing that one thing. Like they're good wrestlers, but they just can't get to that everyone gives a shit about you point.
Yeah, to see a talent like Danielson wasted, and I thought it would have been funny because I saw it going around to where this would have been in the third decade to where CM Punk's left a company throwing a fit, and then Danielson ends up becoming world champ. It happened in Ring of Honor, it happened in WWE, and it was about to happen in AEW.
Dro says Bray sucks. So Dro will be blocked from the channel now. No, I'm just kidding.
No. We welcome all opinions, no matter how wrong they may be.
Yes. Where are we going with this? What if it's a bait and switch? They did that with Edge.
This would be... Sorry?
Go.
No, I was just going to say, would this be worse of a letdown with what you thought was going to be Bray with Edge versus this not being Bray?
I think what you run the risk of, and I mean, it might not be even really Bray's fault or Triple H's fault. Like, again, at a time when Vince was in charge, they opted to make those videos. And I don't give a shit what anyone says. They were intentionally meant to misdirect, like you assumed. And I'm good with that. Misdirection's good. However, if you get the whole fan base like chomping, like, oh my God, this guy, if it happens again, the next time you go to actually do it, you become the boy that cried wolf, and you might diminish your own return prior to getting that off the ground at all. So to me, it's a slippery slope. What we get tomorrow, again, if you're going to keep teasing, it might work, but at some point you need a little bit of a payoff. And right now it's so hot, you strike soon, or it'll be, it's going to be hard to pull it off at the level you're hoping to hit.
Yeah, this is one of those two. I think we knew that Edge was going to be involved with the past one. It really only seems like it's Bray at this point, because we've talked about it before, of course, to where Cross has kind of come out and almost backtracked and denied any sort of involvement in this.
I said for over a year, I'll be shocked if Bray Wyatt returns to wrestling alone. I think there's going to be a really cool potential of a visual with this. Now, it could just be the Fiend pops back up and, chokes somebody, maybe. But I think I don't see Bray being alone. I think he's going to make an impact, and he's going to make a statement. And let's do this. I'm really, really interested to see what happens.
Yeah, well, I know you've already talked about me, how I guess like to pair everybody up. So what if you had Cross and Wyatt as a team, or that's already half of your Wyatt 6 if you want to go that route? If you've got Bray, say potentially he plays Mad Hatter, you've got Cross as the White Rabbit, you've got Scarlet as the Red Queen, or I think I've even seen some people kick around of maybe the puppets from the Firefly Funhouse just kind of become real wrestlers.
Buzzard, yeah.
Right.
It's a tricky one, because could you do it? Like, I mean, my argument with Edge was like, Edge is on the twilight of his career. Bray would be, he wouldn't have to wrestle as much and But I mean, it's kind of Carrion's on a bit of a run himself. Does it hinder him? Like, is it what happened to like Bryan and Moxley? I don't know, but we were kind of on a complete side tangent. We're not even talking about Grand Slam right now. It's hilarious.
Well, it just shows you that it ended on a flat note. It almost feels like if they would have ended with Paige returning, that's what you go off the air with. Everybody's talking about that right now. That's what we're spending the whole rest of, after the show talking about. What are they going to do with her? Not. So Moxley won the belt again, and we don't still know what's going on with MJF. They very much teased it, but they also kind of wasted it with him being
involved. That's funny shit. Yeah, no, to me, out of your 3 options tonight, I mean, technically the 4th is you could have squashed everything, but this to me was my least favorite option. But I did think it was going to happen, because listen, MJF came out on Wednesday and cut a fucking amazing promo at one man when there's 2 men competing for the belt. Kind of foreboding, right? Kind of letting us know what's coming out on the horizon. So I'm not stunned by any stretch.
Oh yeah, I very much get that part. I still just thought we were at least going to get him cashing in and quote unquote, as he said in interviews, picking the bones off of whoever comes out of that match. Dennis, what up? So to have that teased and like your big pop for MJF in Queens at Grand Slam is for a segment with him and Yuta. Just it's a bit like when they had Yuta and Garcia as the main event of Dynamite a week or so ago, of like you're setting those guys up to fail. You're putting Yuta in a Shark Tank with some guy who could eat him alive on the mic, and it's just going to make him look weak, and you're wasting everybody's time with it.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's not the right thing. And for him to, I mean, you want to maybe he sits, why not put him on commentary, Nick?
Right.
Okay, he's not going to cash in, or he's considering cashing. Why not at least put him in his ring gear as like, oh shit, he looks like he's ready to go, something. But put him on commentary and let him talk about it. I could go down there right now and Regal run his mouth and him and Regal arguing would be a phenomenal.
Or just even have his commentary, like you said, have his commentary over that whole match.
Yeah,
would have been fantastic.
Telling Excalibur what a dick he is, like it would be great. All right, we're getting to some of these ratings. I was working backwards. Daniel, thank you for joining us tonight. If you are new here, don't forget, like, subscribe. It is my buddy's birthday. There's a link to show some love if you would like, but thank you for being here, and we will get to these ratings. If you haven't given us a rating yet, please do so. Victor gave it a 10 out of 10. Bold. Woo! Actually ended at 10. There you go. MJF is cashing in. No, he's not. People are shocked about Mox. Sorry if I missed your comment. If it was important, you can resubmit. Right. Dynamite was fire. I liked it. How did you feel about it, Nick? Without giving your rating, how did you feel about it?
Oh, I liked it. Like I said, I think it had an up. It was going at a good clip, and then it stumbled.
Mm-hmm. Right. I won't get too far into this, Michael, but here's my thought. Too often, I think a lot of wrestling fans believe whatever they're told. Right? The sky is purple. Oh, okay. Have you guys heard the sky is purple? And they tell all their friends. And the next thing, the whole internet's like, man, the sky went purple, without looking outside. And sometimes I think, yeah, they say all the things. Oh, what did you really think he essentially blackmailed or strong-armed his boss? And no, it was a work. The whole thing was a work. Continues to be a work. He wasn't, again, when you have guys that control the lighting, control the microphones, you don't just let them go off and call you a fucking mark unless it's a work. And the way it played out with the whole, role, like, it's not like MJF was like, hey, can you play this voice recording of Tony? Tony's in Gorilla. What do you mean? Right. So, not to break kayfabe completely and be a dick about it. We don't always, just cautious, right? Like I said, I don't know. He could be signed. He could be a free agent in 2024, or it could just be a gimmick. Could just be no newsworthy. Could also be an angle for him.
Well, and I think MJF's one of the best people that makes you really question that. That's really what it boils down to.
Right. 9 out of 10. Not bad.
Not terrible.
All right. CJ needs to be here so I can gloat. PW ranking number 2.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, funny as hell. Joe, yeah, I think Danielson gonna beat MJF after. No.
I think we ended up all over the place when it comes to the main event.
Just like, no.
Everybody, well, I think it's everybody wanted everything except what we got.
Yeah, I don't know. 7 out of 10 from Chris. And I mean, you're right. I mean, it feels a little bit anticlimactic, but again, can't be greedy. I just don't feel like there was enough. And like I said, we'll try and get to that near the bottom so we can catch up. But 9 out of 10 from Damien, 8.5 from Lawrence. So high scores. Victor going big. All right. Hopefully later in the year there's 11s or 12s for Victor, because if that's the best, we can 10 out of 10 is perfect.
Right. Yeah.
I think we weren't quite perfect. 8 out of 10. Give it 9.5. What a great show. It had everything. Wild crowd and a banger matches. All right. 8.5. This Dynamite blew Raw out of the water. Check.
Facts.
Absolutely. Raw was 6 out of 10. Hey, welcome to the show. Raw was what did we give it? 6.5?
I gave it a 6.5. I think I gave NXT a 6. So anything above that, Dynamite's kind of the show of the week so far.
Absolutely. 7.5 out of 10. It should be. It was stacked.
Right.
7.5 out of 10. 10 out of 10 from Pink Ranger. Ooh, bold. Is Ty Dillinger perfect 10? Preston 10 Vance. No. Wait.
Why wasn't that a
funny as
tag
hell.
team? The perfect tens.
Right? There you go. It's like one of the same person. No.
Right.
It was a great
It's
show,
just
guys. So
another
Dennis liked the show as well. So and he's giving some love out. So a new face in the crowd. I like it. But I thought it was a great show. I really, really enjoyed this show.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of pops. If you watch back the stream, a lot of energy, Nick.
Right. What are you thinking about giving it for a rating?
I want to go 8. I maybe can squeeze 8.5 out of me just because it was kind of. I didn't love the ending.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't love the weird MJF interlude with Yuta.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the matches were solid. Jericho going over makes me throw up a little bit. This is a tough one. Yeah, I'm gonna go 8.
Yeah, see that's spot on right there. Is where I was going with that. I think it's an 8 show of again, I guess because it's my birthday, of Chris Jericho being the Ring of Honor World Champion right now kind of makes me feel like a kid that's had too much birthday cake and ice cream and a little bit.
Right.
It makes me as a wrestling fan, it hurts me, but I get why. And then the tag team match was a great match, and then I feel like we started to slow down the further along we got. The surprise return and debut of Saraya in the women's match was great, but I think that was the go home moment.
Your main event, yeah, kind of stomped your main event,
right?
What if they do that in the middle of the show?
Was dead for that.
Yeah. What if they do it in the middle of the show and give the crowd a chance to kind of settle down, and you have one of the other matches in that second last spot?
Could you start off the show with Paige returns, because the women's match was probably the weakest, I'd say, out of the championship matches. It was
fair enough. Yeah, Bryan and Moxley was better.
Right.
I'll give you that. I was just bitter about the ending.
Oh yeah, that's the sour taste there. So you start there, and then you have an hour plus, 2 hours to forget about that or recharge your batteries.
Mm-hmm. Miro was a guy I could see going to WWE going back. I'm not a big Brian Cage fan in any way, shape, or form. But Miro definitely has been booked awfully.
Awfully.
Yeah. Awfully, my friend.
Yeah, I think him and Miss CJ Perry, Miss Lana are, hoping to see their phone light up from a call from the McMahon number or from a number from Stamford, Connecticut.
7 out of 10 from Carlos Delgado. Tyra segment and the ending of the main event brought my score down. Fair enough. I agree too. Yeah, I mean, the ending was just flat. It was a very flat. You were rushing this. Like, again, I think this is the difference between a good booker and a great booker, where he legitimately has, look, our boy are just not happy. Right. Not happy. Look, that's tomorrow night. That's gonna be his cut the chip moment for sure.
Right.
Oh, sister me, daddy. 0 out of 8. Now go home, CJ. You're drunk.
Oh Lord.
Happy birthday, Nick.
Thank you, Victor. But still, wasn't that I know you weren't a big fan of that booking wise, but that pop, that reaction to the Acclaimed winning the tag belts. And I know it was weird that Billy Gunn hits the Faymaster, throws him in, we get that 1, 2, 3, all of that. But that to me is still that pop. You're capitalizing on such a moment. It was such a feel-good moment.
Is Dynamite Grand Slam going to go past 1 million? Cajun Nick.
Oh, Maggie.
Yeah. Hey, we didn't get our buddy Insano.
Oh yeah, we didn't get Captain Insano. Captain Insano shows no mercy.
Right. Only downside, no blood during Mox Bryan match. Why was that a downside?
Yeah, that's a good thing.
That's a good thing. Stop bleeding. Ah, birthday cake.
Aw. Do we get Captain Insano on Rampage though? Because that's the thing is now a picture though you're in that crowd and you've still got another 8 matches to watch.
Right. Yeah, no, I mean we got more to go. So
right.
Wait, the 2-hour one's taped tonight too? I thought it. Would you not move it live?
No, it's pre-taped.
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
KJ, that's the T-Rump effect. Oh shit. 7 out of 10 from Anthony. Because I don't see the Bleacher Report, Barstool Sports, or the bigger wrestling trade saying that she signed with AEW. I'm pretty sure she did. Tony's not going to put her out there,
right,
and risk her jacking her value and then getting stolen. So if she walked out on that TV tonight, there's a contract in hand. There has to be.
Yeah, the show just ended. Like they can only release stuff so fast.
Johnny, how you doing? The tickets for Dynamite in Toronto are pricey. Yeah, listen, anything in. Well, I mean, really, are they going for that much? It used to be it's Coca-Cola now. It used to be Rico, but yeah, it's because everything sells the fuck out. Toronto can be a pricey place to get things done. Even trying to go to a Leaf game is almost impossible, and they haven't won a cup in like 45 years, 40, 50 years. It's fucking sad. Oh, I love where I'm coming from. Go Leafs. Other than that, we got that. CJ's cutting the shits. Oh, look. Oh, there we go. Thank you, View. You getting some cake.
We got the eyes on us. We got View.
Right.
The eyes.
Rampage feels like it will have 2 to 3 squash matches to be rushed. Do you feel like they ran out of time at the end of this? Is that what it felt
very
like?
much so. You got that replay of a couple, even if it was a couple extra seconds, you still got that. It felt very rushed, very much, we need to get off.
Right. You said CJ. And he's like, what? And then you added the Perry.
Oh, yeah.
Right? I was about to rant.
That's that little pause that I guess I have when I talk sometimes.
Right, pause. I'm going for the third slice of cake. Be right back. All right. You can never have too much cake. Right, New Jersey Nick, New York Nick.
New York Nick's the more accurate one.
Cajun Nick.
Right, Cajun Nick. Everywhere.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Victor, we'll be talking about the ratings tomorrow on Let's Rumble, and we'll be back Friday for a triple header. We got so much more to come. One last time, I do want to remind everybody. The Master of Mayhem, my best friend, your best friend, the troublemaker, Mr. Big Nick Heyman. You're the Master of Mayhem, everybody's best friend, Big Nick, on a Friday. Why?
Why? AEW. What? NWA. What? Impact. What? GCW. What? NWA. What? XPW. What? BCW. Why?
You can go to Raw, SmackDown, NXT, Dynamite, Rampage, baseball, football,
and adult beverage.
Look, with $20, you probably can get yourself a hot dog and a water bottle.
Well, fitting that I'm here and it's mayhem.
It's always mayhem with you, sir.
All right. I don't know if that's a highlight reel or a blooper reel.
A bit of both. But, that being said, ladies and gentlemen, happy birthday, Nick, one more time.
Thank you.
But big shout out to our boy CJ in the crowd, and a big shout out to everyone out there. We have wrapped up Grand Slam. Crazy night. It was a really good night of wrestling. Some big headlines. It might have underwhelmed. It might have missed some marks. It might not have delivered quite what we wanted or hoped for. I think Tony at times gets in his own way, and it's just the little nuances where I think there's people around him that could say, why don't you try this? Or wouldn't you try that? I mean, we're just a couple knuckleheads, and I think, we present really solid cases to do things another way at times, including that ending tonight.
Yeah, there was very much. it was a good show overall, but there's tweaks to where it could have been another an 8, and not.
You could have hit that
9,
9-10.
Yeah,
yeah.
You could have just tweaked it a little,
cleaned it up, and again, just trying to have a more. Not what's right in front of you, right? You know, it's almost, you know, that kind of kid where you're so excited about what's right and you're not looking around and you end up walking into a wall.
Don't see the forest before the trees.
Absolutely, right? So, I mean, and I just think what bothered me the most about the MJF thing was there was no threat of him. So, him sitting in the bleachers the way he was, you knew he wasn't going to try. And I think there should have been the illusion of maybe he will.
Yeah, the best way you could have done that is you skip the whole segment with him and Yuta. You skip him being up there, and the first pop you get is as soon as you hear ding, 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 and say you get a double pass out of both men are just they're gasping, and Moxley gets the win if you want to go that way, because MJF's very much cut promos towards Mox's direction. Right. And then the first thing you hear is MJF's music.
Probably not.
Even if he doesn't say cash in, if he at least comes down and he's eye to eye with Moxley,
but I would have preferred
a huge pop
if he was in his ring gear in the back, you know, watching, holding the chip when they would clip to him once in a while. Or like I said, come out and do commentary and talk about how, you know what, if these guys keep fighting like this, I might have to. I might not be able to say no. Like, how could I turn up this opportunity? Sell us on it. Like, oh shit, will he do it? Will he would? When you see him sitting there with his feet up, you're like, is it a hologram? Nope, it's not a hologram. Oh, well, that's fucked. There was no danger of it possibly being a thing.
Yeah, and I really like your idea of having him on commentary, because I feel like he'd honestly be the best commentator that they would have at that point too, especially calling that main event. And you'd get that little constant take of, you know, oh, it's always looming. Any second now, he could just throw the headset off and he's right there.
Yeah, something that. And I think that's what works well with any movie, any book, any story that you're trying to tell, including Wrestling Forever. It's the potential danger. It's what could happen. And tonight they told us whatever we want to happen is probably, we need a miracle. Like he's going to do the fucking Shawn Michaels zip line and get down to the ring and time to cash in. Or it's a little anticlimactic. We'll see where they go with it. Wasn't my favorite choice. Probably stopped it from being a perfect show. Tony, you did a good job. Didn't do a great job. But as always, we killed it. The wrestling might suck a little bit, but we never, ever do, folks. Right. Nick, how do you feel about the night? Happy birthday. Any final thoughts?
Thank you. No, just I could not be more humbled, more appreciative of. I had nothing. I'm very much surprised if I get a nice little highlight reel video for my birthday and everything. I want that sent to me. Right. But yeah, no, just I could not be happier. It wasn't the best ending that I could have had on that card. But overall, I think it was a great show.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. We've had some good wrestling. I mean, it was the best show of the week so far, and a couple fans have pointed that out. KJ, you awesome. Thank you.
Yes, that man is. So is my other brother from another mother, the Mr. CJ Brand.
And we're going to end the night off with the one, the only, the champ, Mr. Victor, with the last comment of the night. There you go, folks. We are going to head towards the door. Don't forget, go to Alt Wrestling Tees. Go find our tees. Go to SeatGeek. Save yourself $20 and keep coming back here. Tell everybody you know how awesome this show is. Thank you very much. And until tomorrow, happy birthday, Nick. See you on the flip side. I missed the button.